What's up, retro gamers, and welcome to episode 15 of Game Overcast. This month we go into part 2 of our Super Zelda special.
Woo!
Yay! That sounds cool, right? Yay! Whatever, it's just... And cut.
Hey.
Yeah! Alright, roll the intro. Like in the background of the intro.
What was I doing?
Like, I was like, roll the intro, and you were like, da-da-da-da-da-da, or something like that. I just kept it there and faded away.
I didn't even go back to listen to that.
It was amazing.
That's hilarious.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game Overcast. I am, as always, your host, Matt. Hi, Matt.
Always?
Hi, everybody. Hello, it's me. Yay!
Yeah, okay. Hi, Matt.
Yay! And just like last episode, I'm joined with Junior.
Hello.
Joined at the hip via duct tape and some super
We're right
glue.
next to each other this time.
It's great. You're warm.
Super close.
Awesome. And John.
Hello.
And we also brought on a special fourth guest who was lingering in the rafters like a gargoyle last time, but we actually put a mic in front of her. You may recognize her from the Halloween special. Say hello, Brittany.
Hello, Brittany.
I thought your name was Brittany.
What? What?
No,
What?
no. Her name's actually Jackson.
Error.
Andrew Jackson?
Andrew Jackson.
That's what I heard.
We have an ex-president here with us.
Did you say always Matt? Or as always, here's Matt? Because I got confused there.
Always Matt?
Okay, cool.
It's like a song. Like, always Matt. Okay, so video games and stuff, right?
Zelda, yeah.
All right, so
part two.
this show is going to be a doozy. And I'm aware, going into that every show that we've had for the past couple months
They're
has
all
been long.
doozies.
We got notes. This one's going to be long, kids. So
I feel like it's no longer than the other one. But I mean,
strap in, enjoy yourself, pop some popcorn, have
pop
a
some
robot.
popcorn?
Yeah, don't eat it.
Don't
Just pop
just
it.
eat it raw.
Oh, they don't.
Just,
okay.
Have you ever tried to eat?
I actually just cut the bag open and like eat the butter out of there.
just like
Ew.
lick the
Because you're
butter
fat.
outside of the bag.
I don't really do that. Come
I'm
on.
saying he's fat because he licks the butter out of there.
Exactly.
Although it is really yummy though. You ever like just like
No.
lick the inside of a popcorn bag?
No, I don't like it.
yeah, all the
it's
time.
It's disgusting.
No. I get the popcorn and I scrape the butter out of the bag and then I eat it.
Disgusting. Yes.
Welcome
I
to-
can't do that.
Y'all not like butter? What's wrong with you? You
Yeah,
big
I
too.
like butter, but I
That
can't
ain't
like.
real butter.
Blah.
Yeah, the fake. It's like
I
welcome
imagine
to
him just
three
getting
fat
like
guys in
a
a girl
can of butter or
podcast.
something.
How
Not a
can I help
can,
you
but like a
today?
bottle. Like.
Like those squeezable butters?
If you're gonna make popcorn, just make it plain.
Oh my goodness.
No, you crazy.
Got
Anyways.
kind of a nutty
Okay.
flavor.
What is this, a popcorn show?
News.
News.
News. I have one cool bit of news that I definitely wanted to try to squeeze in here. So have you guys heard of the retro blocks? That could be with an X because it's
It
hit
is an X
90s?
actually.
Yeah.
It is?
The company
Okay,
is Retroblocks.
awesome.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this yet? Anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
So it is a modular retro console. So think like the Retron 5 where it plays multiple things, but it's modular, which means you can take bits off and put bits back
I
on.
wanted
and
it in my
everything.
life.
It's going to be amazing. Look this up, people. It goes into Kickstarter in April. So now, if you're listening to this,
I think
So
it comes out in April.
no, the Kickstarter for it goes
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah,
my fault.
So it hasn't
Kickstarter
started
stuff.
yet.
So it actually plays cartridges or
Yes.
what?
Cartridges,
Okay.
but you actually can pull out the front of it and put in a new system. Essentially,
It's
it's weird.
PS1 too. They have
Yeah,
PS1
PS1
versions.
PS1
or
port.
Sega CD
Yeah.
or
I
like
think they're
Turbo
working
Graphics.
on the N64. The cool thing I was reading, the cool thing about it is that some games like the Star Fox that have the FX chip or something,
Yeah.
you can choose to play the game, but like kind of download part of it, and so you can pop the game out, so it's not constantly. It won't ruin the game. You won't actually play the game over and over
Oh, that's
again.
nifty.
Fancy.
But I'm curious, like, how does the licensing work for that?
Well, once the patents are up, I mean, aftermarket companies can make whatever
It's just
the
like the
heck they
Retron.
want.
You're not copying
course,
the
Nintendo's gonna
game.
be-
You're just enabling them to play the game. That's why N64
okay.
probably still won't happen because they have a vice grip on that until the end of
Yes,
time.
yeah.
I am more super excited about it specifically because of the ability to play a Sega CD. Because
Oh,
I have
yeah,
a Sega
yeah.
CD,
Yeah.
but I'm afraid to use it half the time because they're so
The
fragile.
gears were
and old.
terrible in it.
Exactly. So this
The
time I
drive
can
would go
play,
out.
with that. Plus, there's going to be,
Turbo
PC
Graphics
engine
16, that's
stuff,
all- yeah, yeah.
Turbo Duo, all this really awesome stuff that you don't really have access to because they were old and they were kind of crappily made.
Yeah.
So you can actually, if you own the games now, you have them all on one console. Plus, it's just like the Retron 5, where it's going to be in HD,
Yeah.
so you can have some sexy HD. And then with disc games that you had to have the RAM card for and stuff, now you don't, and you can still save. So I can play a Lunar and actually save, and not just try to play through it all at once because that's stupid.
Yes.
Now, have they said if it's going to save internally into the console?
Yes. Yeah.
it
You
will?
don't need like memory cards or anything
So you
like
can
that.
create save states like with the
Basically,
Retro
Yeah,
5.
and it
and
will
all.
have SD compatibility, obviously.
That's good.
So
I mean,
it's going to be great. Dude.
Really
I'm super
cool.
excited.
Look into it.
So if you're into that, if you like retrons, if you like retro gaming with playing the original games and not emulating like all good boys and girls do, this is a great avenue to actually have a retro disc system. So look into it. These guys need our support. Go nuts. Kickstarters. Hooray!
Yay.
Yay! And that was all I had for news. Just because we're
That was our news.
Well, that and then another minor bit of quote news. So the Switch came out this month.
No.
Yeah, apparently.
Did
this
it
big
really?
under the
What's the
radar
Switch?
thing.
I'm just kidding.
Really.
Like the Switch is this really crappy. No. So the Switch.
You're on
came
the
out-
right path.
It's not crappy. Well,
Not. I love it. It's great.
aspects
It's a
of
really
it.
good idea.
It's
that
a great
they
idea.
performed terribly when they made it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so the Switch. So I have a little mini Switch review, impressions, whatever. So the Switch I actually have here behind me, so you can't see it, but it's back over. It's back over there.
You can see it.
Yeah, it's great. Been playing the heck out of it. For this past month, I've actually been on the road a lot. I was in Boston helping with PAX. I was in Dallas opening the new store, by the way, new Game Over Videogames in Addison off the Beltline. You should check it out. It's awesome. There may not be a sign yet, but it's there, and it's great.
Where?
In Addison off of Beltline. It's in Dallas.
It's next to Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Dallas.
It's in
proper,
Dallas.
but yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, super cool store though. Opened last week. It was amazing. You should check it out. Go say hi to Dan and the crew. Anyways, though, so in between going back and forth, I've had lots of like airplane time and car time. So I tested the crap out of my Switch.
Well, no wonder you're far.
Yeah, that's why I'm so far in Zelda, because there's nothing else to play. But that's one of the things. True. So as far as the hardware goes, I love the Switch's versatility. Just like I said, I was really, really optimistic for what you could do with it. It's met those goals where I can, be playing it on a television, unplug it, take it with me, hop into a car, play it on the airplane. It's fantastic. Junior, I know you have a Switch too. Would you kind of agree with most of that?
It's awesome because on my days off I dock it and I play it. When I come to work, I take it with me to play. But the dock
the dock
is horrible.
The dock is
It's
a
not
cheap
horrible.
piece of plastic.
The dock has scratched my system numerous times.
It has scratched. Wow. Okay. So
Yeah,
I
no,
guess-
it has scratched it
Yeah.
definitely.
When you actually look down the side of his, it is bent in.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
like,
got one of those
ooh.
defective
We were
ones
saying
then.
right
Yeah.
because I guess they warped or whatever. So
Well, it's cheap plastic.
yeah,
very
yeah.
cheap.
So I got a
Like,
little sleeve for it.
we-
We'll see how that works.
We opened it up and looked in, and the
Yeah, it's-
components in it
it's-
are not
it's like a
worth
little
what they
converter.
charge to get a new
all
one.
it is just a USB-C, an AC adapter plug, and an
Yeah.
HDMI cable. And it's $90.
Yeah.
but
so
it's got some kind of processor in it because I can't take a USB-C
well,
No,
HDMI.
It's a pass-through for the
Yeah.
one USB-C on the Switch.
Exactly.
It's
But I
still
mean,
not worth the money.
Did you
that
get a
they're
screen
charging
protector for
it.
yours?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just scratching my screen protector, but
But
still,
for the people
you know,
that didn't, and that was
Yeah.
one of my complaints. Even though I wouldn't buy one, I told you guys last time I was not gonna rush out and get one. I didn't care enough.
But other than that,
They shouldn't have put a plastic screen on it.
no, they shouldn't. I got a glass screen protector for mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I just
that
got
was
mine
an
also.
extra
Yeah.
thing. If they didn't want to put that on the device itself, they should have shipped some type of screen protector with it, and they didn't.
Yeah.
and I think that was kind of crappy.
It's
on
the
their
hassle
part.
of having to get all these extra things for it, and it already being $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one of my notes is that the whole thing does feel a little bit cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to where Nintendo up until this point has been known for super solid,
Durability.
super rigid.
Yeah.
Take a bullet and kind of laugh at
Right.
it kind of stuff. This one does feel a little bit on the cheap side.
But granted, consoles when they first come out, they always have bugs.
Exactly,
They learn
yeah.
from their mistakes. Hopefully, they'll fix it in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that probably they didn't really think about. They just figured, oh, it's gonna, lightly sit in the dock, and I don't think they thought that it was gonna scratch your screen.
Exactly.
I think it's a little crazy because it's mostly a console for children. How did you not think kids were going to be?
That's true, too.
I mean, even me,
In
I'm
and
like,
out, in and
hey,
out, in and out.
it's in the TV. It's not. It's in the TV. It's not. Technology.
And mine's not even moving. Like I don't get. It literally dock it. It'll stay in there for hours.
Yeah.
And I take it off. It has a really, really long scratch on the bottom. So I don't really get it.
All they had to do is put some
But-
type of like adhesive felt in it, something cheap.
That would have been good.
that
Yes.
just it was permanently adhered in there, and it just would cause a buffer between the
Exactly.
plastic.
And
the
to be
plastic
fair, I don't think it's necessarily they think it's for children anymore. I mean, it's a very family-friendly console, but at the same time, a lot of us grew up with Nintendo, so a lot of us are older now, and I think they're just trying to make it for everybody.
That's a valid point, but I have two words to counter that. Friend codes. In a world of adults using consoles, I don't need to type in a 12-digit code to make sure that you're not gonna say bad words to me on the internet.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
I also
That's
don't
true.
think
You're right.
friend codes is that big of a deal either.
You're part of the problem.
I mean,
I
you
think
put
it's
it
more
in
of an
once, you're
annoyance
good,
that They could have done
it's just
without.
that that's overall my review for the Switch, or just view in general of the Switch, is it's a great console
Yes.
with lots of little annoyances.
That they can fix easily.
yeah, like
They
friend
should have
codes is
just put that
annoying.
as a parental control thing. If you got this for your kid and you
Yes.
set up parental controls, then you could have put the friend code as part of the parental control so that your kid's not just getting with anyone.
Exactly, because
And-
I'm all for protecting our kids from either bad influences or bad games. That's fine, but there
But
should be options
if I were to
switch
have
that
one,
off.
I should be able to just come up to you and be like, "Hey, just link these."
Yeah, just
All right,
tap
you're
it
good.
together and it's okay. Like you would when you exchange stuff on a cell phone that has that where you
Yeah.
click them together. All
I like the idea that they had with the app, that little Bowser
Yeah, that
baby.
awesome commercial, yeah.
Little trailer. I think that's a really great idea, actually.
Unfortunately, they just didn't kind of capitalize. When I saw that, I was like, cool, that means friend codes will be gone because I can just adjust it. Nope. But so that's kind of annoying, and it's been eating at me more and more as I take my Switch to like hotels and stuff. I'll sit there and I'll plug my Switch into the TV and be like, cool, plugged in, let's watch Netflix.
No Netflix.
Okay, well, that's cool. Let me just plug in my USB drive.
Well, you can't do that. I haven't tried that yet.
No, so the Switch
But it has USB slots to dock, so I'm curious what they're
there's-
going to do with
Yeah,
that.
there's no media player, there's no Netflix. The lack of web browser means I can't even look online or go on YouTube.
YouTube or nothing, yeah.
And it's all little things, but and I've had this argument with multiple people, Britt, you included, where
Absolutely.
in a world where every device
Even 3DSs
has
Netflix.
standard. And this device is a 7-inch tablet. It's a tablet. Why can't I have Netflix? I know what you're going to say, but go
Yes,
ahead and
I always have such a bone to pick with you on this because I feel like
Do you not have Netflix?
we all
Do you
have
not like watching stuff?
okay, I love
Netflix
Netflix.
Do you not like TV?
racist?
But here's the deal: I have a cell phone, I have a laptop, which when I travel, I also take with me.
But can you put your
so
cell
I don't-
phone onto your TV?
So I just
Yes.
care
Yeah,
about playing
actually,
Zelda.
oh, okay.
I just want
Easily?
to play my game. I don't have to have that on there because I already have my cell phone. I already have my iPad. I already have my laptop.
But why not have
It
an
does
all-in-one
do
console
Netflix.
that does
But see,
everything?
I
here's-
get it.
I
here's
think
the
that's the
point.
main thing. Is just everything else has it. Why not just put it on there? It would have been
Convenient.
so easy.
quality of life.
I understand,
things
but
that
it's
are
not something
standard.
that's like a
But while you have that, someone else might not. And I know it seems like
But I mean,
it's a
same
sad
thing. Nintendo
argument.
put Netflix
But what
on
if-
a 3DS. Why not add it to
Exactly. So for a kid, for instance, their 3DS, their parent had the parental control thing on it, and they're allowed to watch kid shows through Netflix
Right.
on it. But now, because it's not on there, and they may have sold their 3DS just to get this
And they
little
just
thing,
can't have it.
now they just can't have
Yeah,
it.
for some people, the
So as
Switch
an
will
adult,
be
yes.
your only console.
Right.
Fully valid argument that we have all this other crud that we could watch this on, and
But
it's not
not
that big a deal. But not
everybody
everyone's going to have that.
That's
And it
true,
would
but
be
I feel like
simple.
most people nowadays, I mean, we're pretty much
But
attached to our
you have
smartphones.
to look at it objectively. That's the thing. I'm not going to look at what you're telling me is to look at my Switch as a secondary console, where Nintendo is content for the Switch to be my second best, hence get the second best amount of my money.
I'm
which
just
is where
saying,
it is right
as of right now, I haven't been like, oh man, I have my Switch. I can't wait to watch Netflix.
I agree.
My thing has been like, I cannot wait to play Zelda.
But if I'm
and I
traveling-
have been playing Zelda, and then if I want to watch Netflix in bed or something, I just grab my cell phone.
But if
so
I'm
for me,
traveling
it's not a
like,
deal breaker.
on a plane everywhere, I don't want to carry all this stuff with me.
See,
so I'm going to have
exactly.
this one system console that does everything.
So
It's just
in my
easier.
case, I can really feel the hurt where it's like I'm not bringing my PS4 Pro with me on an airplane. I mean that thing weighs too
Then you
dang
take
much.
my Switch.
You
Oh,
know,
wait,
I've
no.
got my Switch, but now I have to take something else. Where if I want to lay in my bed at a hotel and watch something on TV, I have to either plug in my laptop or I have to do something with my phone. Or it's not gonna make me not buy the Switch. I already have the Switch, but it's one of quite a few things where it's like,
It seems
why
like it would
wasn't
have
this
been an
there?
easy
Why
fit.
is this?
That's what I'm saying,
there?
but I feel like can't they add that later on
Well, they've
easily?
already said they will, but that's something else that bugs me. Is they'll say, yeah, at some point in time, or
Oh,
we're
so they don't ever
looking
say
into
when.
it.
But
Like,
this was just software. Why couldn't you just do that for release?
the Switch. I think we're all very convinced at this point. The Switch was rushed out, and it shouldn't
Yes.
have been brought out at this point. But
Yeah.
give me a date. Say coming this summer. We have Crunchyroll coming. Sometime in this. Just give me something as opposed to the typical Nintendo. Someday
In the future.
when the Switch XL comes out, which I said
Please
that in joke,
no.
you know it's
Please
gonna happen.
no.
Though. You know it's gonna
What a
happen.
10
It's
inch
as big as this
Switch?
table.
The
That's
Switch-
crazy.
It's essentially a flat screen TV.
I
you
don't
get to
want a
carry
10
around.
inch
It's a
Switch.
laptop. Well, it won't be bigger, but they're gonna either increase the processing speed or put in an actual freaking glass screen.
Oh,
or,
okay. Well, that's
you know,
fine.
3DS compatibility. That would be amazing.
That's going to happen.
That
Oh,
would
yes.
be
3DS
cool.
compatibility would be awesome.
But I know it sounds like I'm being negative, Nancy. Overall, I love the Switch.
Yes,
The Switch is great.
me too.
I'm loving Zelda. We'll get to that. I imported Disgaea 5, which one more gripe, and then I'll shut up. I promise. Disgaea 5, the Japanese version of Disgaea 5, and I Am Setsuna, by the way, which is a great game if y'all haven't played it yet. Completely in English dialogue, English audio, everything. I have the Japanese version. of
Wait,
Disgaea
so you're
5.
complaining because you can understand what they're saying in the game?
I'm complaining because it didn't
It's
come.
in English,
it's not
yeah.
here yet. I'm complaining because Disgaea 5 doesn't come out till the end of May for some insane reason.
But it's already in
It's
English.
already completely translated.
So just
But I have a
import
conspiracy
it.
theory about that.
And I believe it, by the way.
See, I personally believe it's not out yet because I think that they want you to believe that they're releasing games regularly.
the illusion that Nintendo has games. That sounds so bad.
No, I mean, but it's true. So they want a steady stream of content within the next few months. Like what comes out this month? Binding of Isaac came out. Has Been Heroes comes out the end of this month.
I'm gonna get
what
that
else
one.
comes out for the Switch?
Yeah, it looks fun.
Mario
For
Kart
20
comes out in
bucks.
April. And then
They already
in May,
added a bunch of Neo Geo games too to download.
Yeah.
on there.
yeah.
Which is cool.
And then
They're
in
a bit
May,
expensive, but cool.
Disgaea is coming out. So from that perspective, from their perspective, it looks like they're releasing a steady stream of
Look,
content.
guys, we got a lot of stuff for you. No, it wasn't ready. I'm sorry.
Of course, it wasn't already out in Japan. But it's just weird. I don't get how it came out in Japan for some reason.
It
but came
is
out here.
interesting that the Japanese version is in English, but I really believe that that's what they're trying to do.
And that
just-
makes sense.
Yeah.
But so that's cool. I got Master Blaster Zero for like $10, and that was totally worth the money. That game's awesome.
I got Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's awesome. They have the expansion for Shovel Knight that's not on anything else yet, so that was really
Let's see,
cool.
I've played Shovel Knight. See, Shovel Knight's like the thing where they're releasing like Rayman Legends. I have Rayman Legends like 6 times. I have no desire to ever buy that game again.
Well, it's like
That game is
Skyrim. We're gonna have
awesome.
Skyrim 3 times now.
And unless they do something amazing with that, I have
Oh, I
no
am.
reason to have that again because I've beaten that. I play that game like once a year. It's like Lord of the Rings.
I'm
It's
still
like every
playing
year
it
you gotta have
now,
your
but I
Skyrim.
mean, like, why don't you want to play Skyrim portable? Why wouldn't you want to play Skyrim
Because I
portable?
have Skyrim with the mouse and mods on my
Yeah, but that
computer.
sucks.
No, it
But see,
doesn't.
then you're wrong, though, laddie.
Boo!
And
Boop.
everyone say goodbye to Junior because he's wrong.
Bye, guys.
He's over in the corner with his Pokemon, which he's not going to get on the Switch probably ever.
That's not funny
Yeah.
at all. You're hilarious.
Enjoy your Skyrim now, punk.
Oh, I will, along with my Pokemon. Wait, a Pokemon Skyrim.
Oh,
This is the new
No.
thing.
That exists,
open world
actually, I think, in
Pokemon.
mod
Zelda-
format.
Okay, I'd play that
I mean,
though,
Zelda
for real.
Skyrim?
Randy
I would
said
play
that.
And
that.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Skyrim? Who wouldn't play a Pokemon Skyrim?
I would not.
Well, then you suck. Bye.
Are you? Oh, I would. I would just so I could like throw a spirit Pikachu and nail it to the wall.
I can already, I can
No,
already
not
summon
like that.
demons. I don't care.
God. Yeah, so
That'd be
many
hor-
Pokemon.
What,
That'd
what
be
is his
awesome.
name? What is his name? What is the cheese for everyone?
Sheagora.
Would be cool.
Oh.
He's like sitting on like a throne.
He's my
of,
favorite.
Like,
If he was a real god, I'd probably follow a god.
What is his name?
Sheagora. He's like the.
He's the prince.
He's
of
the cheese
madness.
guys, right?
Yeah, it's like he just think of like mischief. He's kind of like a cooler Loki.
Ah,
Is
Yeah.
how I would describe him.
okay.
There's an amazing mod in Skyrim where it's a shout you get. And as you click the shout, in the end, the whole shout is cheese for everyone, and flaming explosive
And then
cheese
everybody
wheels
starts to
range from the
attack
sky.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
everyone
but
does.
then they all
Because
die,
you're
though.
killing everybody.
With
Yeah.
flaming cheese from the sky, though. I mean,
cheese wheels hit the ground and explode.
flaming cheese
I mean,
wheels.
Yeah.
It's
My god
amazing.
did that, you know.
Overall,
Alright, so-
Switch is awesome.
No, Switch is great. It's
I
definitely
agree.
got its problems, but overall, I'm pleased. It's a good system. It's a decent handheld. The battery life sucks, but I have a battery charger, so eh.
Yeah.
So that's it. Switch done. Moving on. We'll come back to some Switch stuff later when we talk about Breath of the Wild, which we will be talking about.
Boo. Just kidding.
Thank you.
I don't know what that
Junior's
was.
just a resident troll for no darn reason.
And he's bad at it.
I know, right? That's what makes it funny, I think.
Uh,
Sometimes.
Right,
Maybe it's just
so
in my head.
Let's really quickly go around with what we are currently playing. Junior, if it's Zelda, just don't talk about it and move on.
Oh, wait, I can't talk about Breath of the
We'll
Wild.
talk about Breath of the Wild in a minute.
What did we call it last time? Was it Breath of the Wind?
Stick in the
Breath
wind.
of the wind.
I've
Stick
met
with it.
so many people that wanted to call it Breath of the Wind, but Breath of the Wind, by the
Yes.
way. It's not just me.
It's
A
not-
lot of people I've talked to are like, it's
Hilarious.
Breath of the Wind, right? I'm like, yes, it
Because
is.
it's so windy in the game. It's so rainy, too.
Guys, screw the rain.
Screw
We'll
the...
talk about the
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So other than that, I've been playing, like I said, a little bit the Blaster Master Zero, where have you guys played the original Blaster Master for NES
No.
before?
Long time.
Cool little
ago.
game where you hop around it.
I'm thinking of Math Blaster.
Not Math Blaster.
Very different game, actually.
Very.
You hop around this little tank. It's a side scroll.
It's not like 2 plus 2? No?
No.
Oh.
No.
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 4 plus 4?
No.
Okay, sorry.
What's 4 plus 4, Junior? Go.
5.
Yes!
I knew it. I knew I was right in school. They lied to
So
me.
you're in this little
What's
side
1
scrolling
plus 1 in
tank.
binary?
0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stop.
Is it just
Stop.
0, 1, 1,
Stop.
0, 0?
No.
Isn't it just ones and zeros, though, in binary?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't know. Do I look like a nerd?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of. you have a comb in your hair, Junior.
That just makes me...
Nerdy.
I don't even have a word for that.
I was gonna say ghetto. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the, like the greaser look going on
Yeah,
here.
that's
with your
me.
hot rod.
Even they knew to
Time
take it
travel,
out,
move
though.
back
They
to
were done.
1956. Really?
Okay, anyways, Blaster Master. So it's a cool little game where you drive around this tank and it's a side scroller, but then you can hop out of your tank and do these top-down shooting areas.
Yeah.
So it's a cool little shooter, cheap game, worth getting on the Switch. It's awesome.
$5?
$10.
$10.
So
Not
still
bad.
worth getting.
Yeah, still worth getting. Junior, have
Okay.
you playing anything other than Breath of the Wild?
Yes, I'm still playing For Honor, and then I picked up Shadow of Mordor.
You're one of
again.
the few people still playing For Honor.
I
Yes!
love For Honor, man. Y'all
I
are
mean,
crazy.
Shadow of
Did not
Mordor,
like that
not
game.
Honor.
Its player base
Like the-
dropped more than 50% in the first week.
I don't care about all that, people. Nobody likes Vikings. Give me a good Viking game, and then I won't be upset and not play
You
For
kind
Honor.
of imagine there is no such thing as a good Viking game. So,
Well, For Honor.
well, there will be when God of War comes out.
That's true. That's true.
Viking
And then-
Kratos.
and Shadow of Mordor
Shadow of
again
Mordor,
because the
oh,
new
yeah.
because the new what is it? What's coming out?
Shadow of War.
Shadow of
The
War is
Shadow of
coming
War.
out. Yeah.
Or sticking it to Lord of the Rings fans everywhere.
Why? Because orcs are gonna
No,
kill.
because it's absolute fan fiction. Like,
Oh,
don't get me
that's
wrong,
okay.
It looks cool,
That's fine
but it's
with-
like
I'm
man,
okay with
Tolkien's
that.
just
I
like
am
rolling
too.
his eyes in heaven. It's like really. It's like a high school is like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna make my own power ring.
I don't know. I think it's an interesting concept. I mean, I love Lord of the Rings. I've read the books. I love them. And I have no issue with this. It's just like a fun little add-on. You know, I just like the universe, and I think it's okay.
Me too.
And if you take it like that, it's fine. It's just
Yeah.
pure fan fiction. It's a really cool combat
Where's
system.
our Cimmerillion game?
No,
Never
that's not gonna happen.
That would be
I
cool, though.
wanna fight
I would
Morgoth,
definitely play
man.
that. I would play that.
Or sorry, Morgoth.
Morgoth.
I can't roll the R's that much. Someone roll the R's for me. There you go. Now say Morgoth.
Morgoth. Wait, what? I said it wrong. How do you say
He's just rolling his H.
it? Right? What
It's
is it?
Morgoth, but roll the R.
And the R?
Yes.
So Morgoth?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Morgoth.
I need to teach you black speech. That would be amazing.
Sure.
Just have Junior like put curses on people everywhere.
All right.
Good job, Junior.
Let's do it. What's
Do
that?
not get me for a conjurer of cheap tricks.
Oh, okay.
No, you know, in the Lord of the Rings movies with the language on the ring.
Yeah, that's
that's
black-
black speech. Yes.
Ah, okay, cool.
So like it makes all the lights go dim and stuff. And
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And puts curses on people
Sometimes.
that you don't like.
Yes. Evil tacos for everybody.
So once you teach me, you would be the one I don't like. So I could put a
That's
curse
rude,
on you.
Junior.
Well, I mean, sometimes.
It's kind of like a Sith thing right there, where he's like, "Now I am the master." I don't know.
Basically, yes.
Cool. So that's what you're playing right now. Awesome.
That's what I've been
not
playing,
gonna
yes.
Brittany.
Junior beat me to it.
You Shadow of Mordor?
Yes, Shadow of Mordor as
That's
well.
okay, it's
Because
good.
I played it back in the day, and then I saw that Shadow of War was coming out, and I was super stoked
I-
because you know I love Lord of the Rings, and so I started playing that again. Killing orcs is great.
I never beat it.
awesome.
That's why I'm playing. I'm playing it to beat it. So
Yeah.
it's good though.
I remember I haven't beat it either. I remember I picked the game up and played it for like 3 hours and realized I hadn't done anything. I was just like killing orcs by the dozen, like, come at me!
That's what I was doing too. The first time on 360.
Really good, too.
And they're vicious. They'll remember.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Their
They
ancestors
come
will
back.
remember, and
Ancestors.
their ancestors' will
Oi,
remember.
you killed my papa.
Is that it? Is that what you've been playing?
And Zelda, of course, but we'll get to
I just
that.
have this vision of like an orc, like a little baby orc on his grandpappy's knee on a porch.
Papa.
And then the guy comes and just cuts his head off and kicks the orc off into the sunset.
I know that's so sad.
And the orc comes back 20 years later, ready, angry,
You killed my grandpapa.
and then you cut his head off again. Great game, man. All right, John, what about
The
you?
cycle continues.
What have I been playing? Nothing.
Nothing.
I had to put a lot of stuff on hold. Yay, school. But I am fighting with myself whether I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy Realm Reborn again.
Ooh,
I am-
likewise, actually.
I really kind of want to, so I'm probably going to do it.
Well, let me know if you do, because I've been having the same discussion.
Yep. That and I'm about to open my Axiom Verge. I've been fighting with myself on whether I should open it or not.
That steel case?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to open that steel book. I would keep it sealed. It was me, but you can just download it for.
I could.
It's not that expensive. It's
It's
still-
not.
that steelbook is
And I really like
nice.
I really like that steelbook, and it's still cellophane.
The soundtrack for Axiom
Yeah,
Verge
I
is
opened it for the
awesome.
soundtrack. The soundtrack's in my car
So
right
I'll
now.
probably
Just download
run
it.
through that multiple times, just like Super Metroid.
Yeah, game's so darn good. Ugh. Make a sequel, Thomas Happ. I don't care if there's only one of you. Do it. He's working on something, so
Yeah.
whatever it is. I mean, Nintendo's not going to
But-
make a Metroid game, so.
But overall, no, I haven't really gotten into anything new. I dabble still with Doom on
Doom dabbling.
PS4. I haven't really got far in it just because I like getting in there and just seeing the little retro
rip things.
bits. Yeah, it's not one of those games you have to really care about. It's just fun to play.
Yeah, no, definitely. Awesome. All right, so we're going to get into our question of the month, but first, Britt has something I think she'd like to mention.
Yes. So, Junior,
What'd I do?
I lost a bet because of you.
Why?
So, the last episode, Matt asked you a question.
Oh yeah, what was the question?
The question was if you knew what the pieces of the Triforce meant.
Oh yeah,
And I bet him $10 that you wouldn't know the answer.
Damn,
That's
and you-
trust, man.
that's okay. Excuse my language,
I'm
but that's rude.
I'm sorry,
I was about to say
I'm so
something else.
cold-blooded.
That's rude, Brittany.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Step back
And,
and
and you
look at
didn't
you.
quite get it right, but you got it close enough.
come
It was
on.
close enough that I gave it to you. I gave it to you.
still got it
you said
regardless.
you said strength, and I gave that to you. So because
see-
it's
Was it
yeah.
power?
It's,
Yes,
it's yeah,
it
it's
was
wisdom,
power.
courage, and power. And you were
What's another word for power? Strength.
Robustness.
Same thing.
That's why I gave it to you. Hey, hey,
but still.
hey now,
You
hey
should,
now.
you should have thought. So how much did y'all bet on this?
She just said $10.
Oh,
$10.
sorry.
I lost
Man,
$10.
you've got some selective hearing, my friend.
Furious.
Well, you see why we bet against you.
You ever just look at him
Good
and
job,
see a sad
Junior.
lion?
Yeah.
Just from that meme.
Sometimes. Aww.
So where's my cut, Matt?
You don't get Jack.
That's
I lost
rude.
money because of you, man. Well,
No,
no
you-
one actually bet for you, Junior.
Oh my God!
I had like a Gundam, like, yeah, I'll bet for Junior. I was like, man, it's like this little toy in the background. Like, have you guys ever watched Invader Zim?
Yes.
You know, there's one episode where they're all taking bets on whether or not Zim's gonna die, and like, who's gonna bet against Zim? You there, servant boy! You're betting for Zim.
I don't remember that.
Oh no! That's how it was. It's like the indentured servant has to bet for Junior.
Well, I have nothing to say.
Man, it's all uphill from here, though. It's okay.
It's
But
always
great
uphill.
job, Junior. You proved me wrong.
Yeah. See.
Okay,
You got one, boy.
one.
Yeah, one. See, moving up in the world, Junior. All right, so for this month's question, we're going to keep it Zelda. And I was thinking as I was playing through Breath of the Wild how some of the music is really, really pretty. I was thinking to myself, what is my favorite Zelda song? So that's the question.
What is your favorite Zelda
What's
song?
your favorite song from Zelda? It can be any game or games.
Oh, that's so hard.
In some case.
Oh, I already got-
And
well,
because
mine's
it's
a
so
tie.
challenging, we'll
Me
start
too,
With, we'll
me
start
too.
with Brittany.
Between three of them.
For me, I would have to say, because it gives me the feels, it's
feels.
between two. Either Song of Storms. Every time I hear that song, I feel something. Like, it just stirs my emotions. And The Legendary Hero. The opening theme from Wind Waker.
Oh, where it's
Every
doing like
time.
the prologue music?
Yes,
or
like the
whatever
prologue music. Yes,
Yeah.
then
That
it
one?
kicks
Oh,
into...
okay.
We can't
Oh my
actually
God.
play any
Every-
copyrighted
Yeah,
music
sorry.
here, so that's what you
Sorry.
get.
You can add him in, catch him in. Add him in later.
But that
Also with
actually...
a kazoo.
But every time I watch that opening sequence, it brings
Really?
tears to my eyes. Yes, it's so gorgeous, and it just stirs my emotions. I love it. So it's between those two.
Junior, since that was apparently a poor choice, what's better?
I mean, they're good.
Fight me, bro.
They're good, but okay, this is not really the. This is not. I guess from Ocarina of Time, he has the different songs to get to the different temples.
Yes.
Okay, so the Fire Temple, the Bolero of Fire. That was my favorite little tune.
Really? Very
I,
nice.
I loved that tune. But okay, that's just I guess that's a little extra. But between Dragon Roost and Midna's Lament,
oh, Dragon
those
Roost is really
are
nice.
my favorite.
Midna's Lament Night too. It's very sad.
Because he's very sad and Dragon Roost is very happy.
There was the do.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that was
that
very
one.
nice, yeah.
I love it. So good.
If anyone actually picks that up with my horrible singing, just
Ding,
you rock.
ding,
Good
ding,
job.
Ding ding ding.
It's really, really pretty. Cool. Jonathan.
Well, I forget the actual official name for it. It's the one that's playing in the Zora's Domain in Ocarina.
Damn it, that was mine! Yes!
That is just
yes!
so freaking
Which one?
relaxing.
The theme from Zora's Domain in any Zelda game past
It's just
Ocarina
so
of Time.
relaxing, and I could sit there and just chill to
And
that.
dude,
Thank
when I walked into Zora's Domain in Breath of the Wild, I was like, please have the song, please, because every Zelda says I'm like, please have that song.
It didn't
Please
have
don't
it.
change Yes, it did.
It did have it.
Yes,
I
it did.
don't know.
It's so pretty, and I'll get into how much I love Zoras in general when they aren't trying to eat my face like they were in the original Zelda. But my God, that's me too, John. I love that
But
song.
that
every
song.
version.
If I were to pick another one,
Gorons. The Goron song.
nah, it's not the Gorons. It would probably be one of the.
I love that song. It's so good too. It's all good.
Do an acapella remix of that one, Junior.
God, that was
Like
bad.
play drums
I
in your
know.
belly or
It was
something.
really bad. I can't do any of that.
Lost Woods.
Yeah,
in Ocarina
Lost
was really
Woods
good
is
too.
pretty good too.
Yeah.
Ocarina had some really good
Yeah, it
music.
did.
Yeah.
Very good.
If you're in to a really cheesy dubstep, there's a artist named Afixa that does some really, really good. Oh yeah, Gerudo Valley also. Or Gerudo.
Oh, that one.
that's a good
Okay, yeah,
one.
that'd probably
Yeah,
be
that was
that
really
one.
good too. As much as I hated that part of the game too,
The
with
music
stupid
there was
stealth
just
section,
so fun.
good.
You know what? We just love the entire soundtrack. It's just
Yeah.
All of it.
Dude,
all of the Zelda
Koji
music
Kondo
ever.
is just a
Yeah.
brilliant man. If you don't know who he is, by the way, he's the guy who kind of like made Nintendo music. He did the stuff for Punch-Out. He did the music for Mario Brothers. He did the soundtrack for every Zelda except Breath of the Wild. Actually, I don't think that was him on this new
Oh,
one.
well, no wonder.
It is. You can tell it's definitely different and it's very minimalist. But we'll get there.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll get to it when we get to that one.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
But
There's no music!
The
there's
music is
no,
great.
Where's the music at?
We'll
Okay.
hold
Calm
that
down,
thought.
Brittany.
We'll get there. We'll get
Put
there.
down your
Britt's
fists.
like, I'm like, man, you better calm down. We'll go Dracula on your bum and bite your head.
Dracula didn't bite heads.
Whatever he said. Whatever he said.
She a black Dracula. That's what you
His
said.
name's Blackula, man.
She's Blackula. Okay.
That was actually
Oh
kind
my
of funny.
Yeah, there was 2 of them. It was good.
Oh, it was a thing. Okay, I didn't know.
It really is
I don't know.
real. Look up Blackula. It's like,
Okay.
it is in the I'm going to get you sucker period of movies
Yeah.
back in the 70s or the 60s?
I don't get me
What
lying.
was Fight the Power? 60s, 70s.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's a good
Me,
song.
me
Let's
neither.
move on. We're gonna offend
Okay,
people.
sorry. we
So-
are, right?
Awesome. All right, so I guess on that note,
Matt, your favorites.
Oh, yeah, that was it?
Zora's
same-
Domain, definitely.
Okay,
yeah.
Zora's-
Far
yeah.
and away. Either the versions from Ocarina or the one from Twilight Princess. But there wasn't really one in Wind Waker because kind of everything was the water.
Everything, yeah.
But and there was no one in Skyward Sword because you were in the sky, which is another reason why that game sucks, by the way. Dragon Roost was great, yeah. And then there's actually multiple versions of this in Breath of the Wild, one for daytime, one for nighttime. And I remember walking into Zora's Domain and it was raining.
Okay.
And
It's always
just
raining.
a very gentle, like, piano version of it. I was like, I've come home. So nice.
Can't remember what it sounds like. I need to look it up.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I can sing that one too well. So.
Yeah, you can do it. At least so I can figure it out, please.
We're gonna take a break.
Break?
I'm gonna sing the
Right
Junior
now?
apparently, and then we're gonna get back to the meat of the show when we actually get into like Zelda talk and stuff. So stay tuned. Go to the bathroom if you need to. Grab a Coke. Bring me a Coke. I'm thirsty, and we will be right back.
New store alert! New store alert! You heard me right, listeners. Game Over Video Games has just opened our 3rd location in Dallas, located right off the corner of Beltline and Marsh. Pretty cool, huh? You know what's even better? How about this?
It's the Game Over Video Games new store bonus round.
For the first week of April, stop into the new Dallas store, our Fort Worth location, or our San Antonio store off of I-35. Tell them Game Overcast sent you, and you'll get 10% off. Wait, you're still here. What are you waiting for? Go get moving. Shoo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
So apparently we're back. Hi, welcome back to Game Overcast.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. So now we're going to get into the meat of the discussion where we go into the 3D Zeldas. So, Ocarina of Time all the way to
Were we the
current.
lettuce before?
We were the appetizer. We were the pate. We were the Cobb salad, if you will.
The delicious crispy flesh.
Yes.
The calamari.
We were the cracklin.
The cracklins.
I love cracklin, dude. We drove back through Louisiana.
Did you stop and get cracklins? They're
not-
so good there.
Not only is every gas station a casino, which just weirded me out.
Well, it's Louisiana.
Yeah, I know.
They also have cracklins.
I saw all these great signs for like homemade cracklin and other weird
They're
things.
so good.
We didn't have. I was really sick on the way back.
Boudin,
so we didn't
yeah.
have to
I
stop anything,
love
but
boudin.
I saw that. I was like homemade. Like someone just cooking out behind their house.
Did you
somewhere.
get any, Matt? That's
I
the
was
question.
super sick, dude. I was
Aw,
like,
you suck.
You could have bought us some.
Right?
and just like coughed on it just for you guys.
Yeah, I don't get sick.
I mean, considering where half this stuff's probably made, I mean, it's probably not going to get any worse. But,
That was good.
I'm sad because I'm sure it was amazing. I just did not care. I was
It
running like
is
really bad
amazing.
fever on the way back. I was like, just get me home.
Oh,
I
you're
want
always
to go
sick.
home.
You got a bad immune system.
I'm sorry, when you're like this is the way I look at it. Okay,
'cause-
when you're in Boston and it's 10 degrees in the snow and you're going in and out of a convention center and sweating,
That don't mean nothing.
says the man who's never left Houston in his life.
Yeah, I have.
That's true. You've driven to California a couple times.
Yeah, and I've gone to Mexico.
So you went from warm to warmer.
but never warmest.
That's true. It's never cold here.
All right, Zelda, right? All right, so first off, we're going to go in order of release here, and we can, I was thinking we might be able to just talk about our favorite games, but I figured we just go in order and mention one of them as our favorite.
Yeah.
That's really hard to do, but okay.
They're all
I
good.
think you'll manage. It'll be okay, buddy.
They're all my favorites.
I love everything.
I like all of
except for
them.
Skyward,
Like, I can
Skyward
tell you
Sword.
things I
Cyborg-
don't like about
Cyborg
Cyborg.
Cyborg sword.
Cyborg sword. I played Cyborg sword.
Oh, man.
Good lord.
So the first one was Ocarina of Time,
Okay,
correct?
so first one is Ocarina of Time. And we actually got a response. Someone actually emailed us at podcast at Game Over Videogames, by the way. So if you happen to have any cool Zelda stories or anything else you want to comment on, go ahead and just shoot us an email at podcast at gameovervideogames.com.
More time slowly. Podcast at GameOverGames.com.
Thank you, Junior.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to go ahead and read this. So forgive me, I'm trying to read this from my cell phone while talking into a mic. It's going to be interesting. So here we go. So
Here?
there and everywhere. A Hobbit's Tale. No, it's there and back again.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa,
Let him
they're
read the
everywhere.
story.
Bilbo Baggins did his trip to the laundromat.
Here and there.
He found a ring in the lint catch. some angry fat thing. Restore my precious.
The old lady, like a hunchback.
It's a golem with
Like
a
little
walker.
crutch. Yeah.
I'm sorry right now, any Lord of the Rings fans.
Okay, read the story.
Anyways, I read his golem. I have a very fond affection for all the Zelda games. However, Ocarina of Time has always held a special place in my heart due to my great childhood memories that have come with it. When I was a little girl, I'm reading a letter, by the way. I was raised in a household of mostly guys, being my dad, 2 uncles, granddad, and grandma. They were always into video games and had played them since they were little. They shared stories with me over the great times they had, and always wanted me to play games to get the same great times they had. I wasn't into games as much. I played Yoshi's Island and various Mario games, but they were always too hard for me to beat. Yeah, Yoshi's Island got pretty crazy hard if you're trying to
Yeah,
play all this
I played
stuff. My goodness. It's so cute and so hard. Sorry. I mostly watch them play games. And the game that sticks out most in my memory is Ocarina of Time. I remember my uncle playing it constantly, and the music, there's that beautiful music, and soundtracks of the game instantly bring me back to the moments in time that were stress-free and nice. High school has been hard for me and full of pressure of having to get older. You know, no one knows. What's this being adult stuff, right?
It sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck.
Stupid bills.
It was only until recently that I beat the game, and when I did, I cried because I remember the great childhood days. It's a fondness for a game that I can't have with anything else, and the title theme brings me a sort of bittersweetness of my life. Like, sorry, my eyes don't work. Like, remembering an old childhood friend. Zelda has been one of the things that makes me relax and has been an anchor to keep me away from alcohol and bad stuff that comes with most high school teens all at the same time. Thanks for listening to my story. Love, Mackenzie. Awesome story.
Wow, very
Yeah,
good.
very
good
much
story.
so.
And I think actually last episode we were talking about either Zelda's being overrated and what nostalgia means to gaming. That's the answer, better than we could answer ever ourselves.
But I think that's where Zelda's always had that place for me. Because like I said last time, I remember it most because my grandmother would sit there and play with me. Or she would watch or read the strategy guide if I needed help. She would be there. She enjoyed watching it. I liked playing the game, but it was nice bonding in that way. So I kind of get that. It's really good.
It's great.
So I think that even if the Zelda's not that great, I'm probably still going to like it to some extent just because I can relate it to that.
Right.
Absolutely. You know, when you play things or when you remember things from your childhood, it stirs up those emotions and you feel like that again. This letter actually meant a lot to me because I definitely understand, like, there's always a point in everybody's life where you realize that bad things happen and reality kind of hits you and you have to grow up. For me, it was the death of my dad when I was 9, and that's hard. It's hard to deal with that. So her letter made me realize that that's why I'm really obsessed with things that remind me of my childhood, because I like to feel that way again. I remember those things, and that's awesome. So her letter, Mackenzie, you are amazing. That letter brought tears to my eyes. I really loved it. So,
Thank you.
Anything, Junior?
Oh, it was a good letter. It was great. Sorry, I'm listening to
Getting a little choked up. But I think you guys said it best. In a rare moment of me not being an absolute jerk, I think it is important to note that, be it retro games like it is for us, or be it collecting vinyls or old movies or books, sometimes it's not the quality of the product or the item or the result, it's the emotional attachment that comes with it.
Yep.
And I mean,
Very much so.
whatever that is in your life, if you have that, hang on to it, because sometimes it's
Absolutely.
nice just to have it and go back to that kind of like special place and just not worry about stuff anymore. And like for me, like video games has actually been that way for me, where I just kind of escape and not have to listen to people talk every now and again, which is nice. And,
I played video games with my brother. He played video games with me when I was a kid, and I would read the guidebooks for him, if he got stuck. So there are some games that I'm just like, they're precious to me. Like I love that feeling. So
Game Overcast getting deep.
emotional moments on Game Overcast. Next Tuesday, we talk about gummy bears
I don't like them.
and
Me
why they're
neither.
disgusting.
Gummy bears are nasty.
gummy bears are the bomb. You guys are crazy.
So let's delve into Ocarina of Time a little bit. Came out in 1998. First 3D Zelda. as much as the original Legend of Zelda was just a framework for modern adventure games, Ocarina of Time once again just kind of shattered the mold.
I think it was the last time I ever actually showed true excitement.
No, really.
Back in '98, John?
Boy, don't smile unless something's
Whoa.
on fire.
Probably. I remember getting it for Christmas.
Aw.
I don't remember whose it was. I just remember playing.
It's one of those
It was
cases
my
where
first
he
Zelda.
borrowed it and just kind of kept borrowing it for 20
It's
years.
probably my neighbors.
Zelda, Ocarina of Time specifically for me, actually, I kind of have some special connection to it anyways, because I played it a lot in junior high, which is, once again, how old Matt is, so yay.
I'm there with you, buddy.
But back in the day,
Oh, man, you're old.
and you guys all know this, but for listeners, surprisingly enough, Matt used to be very quiet, introverted, shy.
Not
like
Matt.
little
I don't
loser
either.
with no friends.
I really
came
don't.
here,
we got
There's
this.
no way for us to verify that.
I mean, we can't shut him up. So like,
Exactly.
Exactly.
How much-
Like that can't be.
I used to
Man,
have
I missed
absolutely
this Matt I never knew.
Wow. I used to have absolutely no friends. I just kind of go through the motions in school and then go home.
Well,
and,
that's
play
today
my video
too,
games and
so-
stuff. I would say so. I've transferred up to where I'm loud and obnoxious and still somehow have no friends. But
That's how it is.
we're your friends.
oh, thank you.
We're not friends.
You
It's
lie.
okay.
Whatever.
We know how you set with us, Junior.
Yeah, you know. You get it. You get it.
Hey, my guys would always bet against me. Okay, at least I know. Ask me a robot question. I'm going to get that sucker right. But so I would come back, and when I got Ocarina of Time, I would just play it for hours and hours and hours. And I have fond memories of loving that game and hating that game with a righteous passion. Ocarina of Time, I think I mentioned last show, I quit that game for 6 months because I could not beat
Because
the
you couldn't
water
turn
temple.
the angle of the camera.
Yeah, because there was totally like a right stick to change the camera controls back then, right?
Yeah.
At no point am I saying it wasn't one of the dumbest things for me not to check, but I know for a fact other people have had the exact same
It's-
problem in that
yeah.
place.
They're also dumb.
But I think it kind of wow.
Well, come on.
To be fair, I mean,
It was right there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
right behind there, where the lid is
Yeah, it's
covering
it's
it
like
up.
months.
behind the chest. I mean, no, but,
Exactly.
I would have thought about it the next day.
but I mean, literally, I had the guide. Like my guide for Ocarina of Time was so like frayed and destroyed because I would go through every step in the dungeon. Like, what did I miss? What did I not do right? What's going on here?
didn't turn
And-
around.
And it wasn't there. It wasn't there. It didn't say go behind the
because
chest.
the
in
guy
this
didn't think you were
otherwise
gonna be that
empty
dumb.
freaking room. But it serves to credit now. Every time I'm playing a game, be it Zelda, be it Portal, be it anything,
Always
look
turn around.
everywhere.
yeah, whenever I screw up now and I get frustrated, I just kind of sit back like, okay,
I think I
let's
always
pretend
found all
I'm
the
really,
chests in
really
Diablo
stupid.
when we played.
Yep, all the time. But
Matt, there's one over here. There's one over here. Let's go get it real quick.
It's I thought it was just really cool how it kind of like taught me to sometimes just look for the simple answer, because like everything else with like the super complicated crap, like be it like in Zelda or other stuff I always get, it's always the really stupid simple stuff. where I
Don't
have to be
overthink it.
like,
So it taught
walk
you
to the left.
real life.
Yeah,
lessons
Like now I
on-
look both ways before I cross the street and everything. It's
Oh,
great.
okay.
But what do you guys?
I love
think?
the
Like,
music. The music was my favorite
so
from Ocarina
good.
of Time.
Oh,
just
yeah.
that opening
Really
music
good.
and-
Yeah.
And last episode, you guys were talking about tools, the ocarina.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
best
And
tool.
so
I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
honestly, it's probably the only reason those still exist in the world.
The ocarinas because of Zelda. Correct.
I mean, I can
I knew
guarantee
about
it's a
the
cool little
instrument only
instrument.
because of Link to the Past, because it was called that in Link to the Past, but then they changed it to flute for the American version. But that's just because I really like that game.
I can tell you that for sure. There was a group of people selling ocarinas at PAX, like 3 booths down, all weekend.
Yep.
The same 3 or
Was
4
it-
songs.
Was it STL or
I don't know. I could never get over
Songbird?
there.
I love Songbird. Their
But
ocarinas
all
are
of them
gorgeous.
are really good. They make great products. You can find some
it's-
relatively inexpensive ones.
Yeah,
Whichever
and-
one sells the decent plastic ones, great learning tools if you do actually want to learn how to play.
Yeah, and
It's
they're
a beautiful
nearly as fragile,
sound.
too.
Yeah.
But Ocarina, what else came first in Ocarina? It was where they started, I think anyways, taking the narrative in Zelda games to a next level. I mean,
Yeah.
the narrative in Zelda games has always kind of been take it or leave it. But specifically in Ocarina, they actually kind of started giving you some story. Like, it's not just Link. You had, he had Saria?
Saria. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Butch, whatever her name was.
No, they had a Butch. He was in the forest.
Really?
He was the one that he wouldn't let you pass to the Deku tree.
His name was Butch?
Yeah, you don't remember?
His name was not Butch.
I'm not crazy.
Was it Butch?
I don't remember.
His name is Butch, guys.
That was like...
Me?
Russ-
Should we do another bet?
It was like...
Yes, I'm right.
His name was not Butch.
No, it's not. I'm kidding.
I mean, I could see him like, no, you can't pass without your sword.
No, he was like, no, you can't pass.
And he would like do the MC Hammer walk back and forth around.
I'm just gonna do it and everything.
It's
Can't, like, yeah, he's holding you back.
But you would have the races like the Gorons. The Gorons first showed up in Ocarina of Time. And
Yes,
the
I
Gorons
love
was
the Gorons.
awesome.
They're amazing.
It's like big rock. You know what the Gorons remind me of? You guys remember Never Ending Story?
Yeah.
The rock
Oh
biter?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a race of
yeah.
rock biters.
They're eating rocks and stuff.
And then you had my favorite race, the Zoras. And the Zoras existed previously to that, but they were always like, blah!
Why are they your
Like,
They
favorite
were
race?
very rude.
yeah, mean river monsters, man.
So why would they be your favorite?
Because in Ocarina of Time, it just
Oh, they're not really in
I
Ocarina
fell
of
in
Time.
love with that place. Like the first time you hop through the waterfall
Even Giant King.
into Zora
whatever his
Domain.
name is?
Yeah.
Oh, the big pond skipper fish thing, and I've always loved Zoras just because like the concept with the music and their areas always just all about chill and flow and
I love the
awesomeness
music and all of the music.
and it really hit me really hard when you go into the future and everybody's frozen.
Dead, or- yeah.
Because the Gorons kind of made out all right. They're okay in their little volcano and everything like that. And, you know, and the forest people, they're still okay in the forest. Zora's got screwed, dude. Like, it's like, we're just going to encase all of you in ice.
Oh yeah, they were all frozen.
And the worst part for me, by the way, spoilers for every Zelda ever, by the way.
You're
At
dead.
the end of the game,
You're dead in all of them.
I desperately wanted to have like an ending and like a new game plus. Where
There's
you go
never.
back
There's
and
never.
Exactly. It's like they just stay frozen forever.
I haven't beat Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild. I'm hoping they change it in Breath of the Wild.
We'll see. But I
Cross
mean,
fingers.
you already like fix things anyways as you go through the game. Like we'll get there, but like you know, like Zora's like is constant rain and spoilers
yeah.
by the way, and that stops.
Right, and we fixed that. Right.
Yeah,
right,
so
right.
it's
You're
already
right.
better as opposed to like all of your friends and the coolest environment in the map is just doomed forever.
I see what you're saying. Like fix everything after you began to go for Ocarina of
like
Time.
I know it sounds kind of hokey, but I just wanted to like have that role playing aspect where they come back like, hey,
You saved
it's
us,
that little boy. Good job.
Yeah.
We're not dead anymore.
Yeah. The Hyruleans
I bet you they
turned
forgot.
into-
I bet you they forgot to.
Or they just ran out of time.
Maybe, yeah.
But I really wanted that. It never happened, and it made me sad. But what else was awesome about Ocarina of Time?
I liked the big Goron sword. I hated that it broke though.
dude, that's because you got the crappy one. The real Bigoron sword,
Yeah.
that you do the
Oh,
long
that's
chest
right.
thing,
Never mind.
the super hard
So-
one with the eye drops, and you
Yes.
had to run.
Yes.
All the way. Oh my god.
That sword is awesome though.
Yes, it was an
Yes.
amazing sword. You couldn't use your shield when you had it. Was the only problem. But
Yeah.
I used it. Made the
Two-handed.
last boss easy as heck, dude.
Oh yeah.
The only problem I didn't realize is you had to pull out your Master Sword for the last hit. Otherwise, you just fight Ganon forever.
Yes.
I was like, why is he not dead yet? I'm like chopping his legs off. He won't die. But no, Ocarina of Time was great, dude. Britt, anything you wish to contribute? Just like, yeah,
It was
good.
perfect.
The time traveling
Great
aspect was
game.
pretty cool.
Time travel
Yeah,
was
yeah.
awesome, dude. You know, time travel's become just kind of like dime a dozen kind of stuff now, but
But the way they did it
was
was
really
it was
cool,
decent.
dude.
I like that they introduced the mask guy.
dude,
mask
yeah,
guy.
we're gonna get into him, but a lot of stuff they did in
Well,
Ocarina
I'm
of
talking
Time
about that
was
without me.
salesman.
they
Yeah,
kicked
yeah,
into
yeah.
overdrive in Majora's, dude. Like,
Yeah.
ooh, creepy.
But I really feel like the music makes that game, and how they tie in, the instrument with the music, and as part of the gameplay, that makes the game.
Yeah, definitely as a musician.
beautiful
and,
game.
and you could get behind this Brit too, having
yes.
the ocarina and all the uses and the puzzle solving and how awesome. Or you can just, if you want to, if you can learn, you can play whatever you want with the ocarina
Yeah.
in that game. It's so
Yeah.
versatile, especially for N64.
I actually remember doing that as a kid.
Yeah, these
you could
half
look
steps up
up
and down with a stick. Oh yeah, dude,
and actually play full songs.
Oh, no,
It
I
was
didn't do none of that.
It was, yeah,
crazy.
It's what happens when you're a band nerd.
Yep. Yeah. It's pretty much. We can all get behind. Britt,
Now-
you were a choir geek, and
I am.
me and John were both band nerds, and
Now,
it was awesome.
how great would it be if they remade the game, but you get to play it as Zelda, so you can play through Sheik's training and
dude.
everything.
That would be cool.
We said this last show. I'd murder to have a game where you get to play as Sheik, and it's like
But
a stealth
I would like
game.
to see that aspect of it. Like that would be fun.
Well, something I like to see where how Ganon comes up, because this is the game where Ganondorf gets his thing.
Yeah.
Where he comes up as the chosen Gerudo prince
Yes.
and goes through his whole thing. And we'll get into this when I get into Wind Waker.
And
'cause I
how
think
great
kind
would
of-
it be though? Is Link doesn't wake up, so Zelda has to save Hyrule.
Oh wow.
It's like, get it in gear, girl. Come on, let's go. You got
Like,
you got
the
Tremors
temple
of Wisdom.
falls down or something.
Yeah.
You know, anything.
He walks outside and just like a rock falls on him or something.
Like, well, I mean, that temple stood there, and you got the undead things outside, which I can never remember their names.
Zombies.
They're not. Oh, whatever.
The Redeads. Horrifying.
Screaming.
They scream and then they just like.
Yeah, because
like,
you're frozen at that
Well, like-
point.
that the entire village is pretty much gone.
Yeah.
Except for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scary.
I really feel like they could fit they could use that timeline, the timeline where the hero is not successful.
Yeah.
I feel like they could squeeze in a Zelda game right there where you play as Zelda.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe she has to step in.
If we can get Super Princess Peach and it be decent,
mean,
was a great
Yeah,
game.
How many
it is.
Zelda
It was
games have
fun.
there been though?
A lot.
And not one of them has
You
been.
play as Zelda.
Or anybody else.
You did in CDI Land.
yeah, but that does
CD
not
Islands
count.
don't count.
Those do not count.
Dun, dun.
One that's good.
There was also another. You also played as another. There was another Zelda game where you played as a character other than Link, and I will discuss it in a moment because
They
it's
gave us Hyrule Warriors.
which we just won't even talk about.
But Ganon, that one looks so awesome.
Like mullet Ganon.
He is my favorite design
And
of
Linkle is
Ganondorf.
precious.
And
I don't care. Linkle.
Linkle.
Nobody cares about Linkle.
Precious.
Not,
You don't
Nobody
care
cares
about
about
Linkle,
you.
son.
Okay.
I gotta say, I'm actually kind of sad. I think Linkle was just a bit too dainty. I would have loved to see Linkle like. I want to see
she was
awesome
precious.
I said this last episode. I want to see awesome barbarian Zelda with an axe. Like you guys.
Amazon. or
Amazon,
what?
yeah. I was just thinking
Like,
that.
y'all know the old Conan the Barbarian comics where like every cover was like those
Red
awesome
Sonja.
paintings
Yeah.
where it was like Conan and like up and like these like girls in armor like oh my god I want to see that where it's like Zelda and Link like princess.
That would be so
That'd be
cool.
so awesome.
would be
man.
pretty cool.
And she's like yeah. Maybe not like you know what I mean like
Yeah.
Wonder Woman Zelda.
Yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah,
great.
yeah. We get it. Amazon.
It's like,
Amazon.
I'm gonna save myself kind of thing, you know. That'd be epic.
Okay.
So Ocarina of Time, great game.
Awesome.
Let's move on. We'll be here all night. So the very, very, very cool sequel to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
I have still yet to beat this one.
Oh, buddy.
it feels like popularity for that is slowly growing, but there was a period where no one liked it.
Yeah, because like, it's not as good as Ocarina.
This
For me
is
as
so
a kid, it was
weird.
just really hard. I couldn't beat
It
it.
is. I feel like it's one of the hardest.
And I tried picking it up on 3DS,
Stressful.
and I just haven't
And very
beat it
stressful.
yet. Like
Yeah.
I got farther, but man, it
I
is
just-
very
I
stressful.
love
I
that game.
love the atmosphere of that game.
Yes.
It's super
even
dark.
before you
Yeah.
heard any of those game
Theories?
theories, whatever. It
Even
always
still,
had
yeah,
a creepy
it
vibe,
did, it did.
and I love that. And I swear,
Creepy mask
till this
guy
day,
and
my
Scorpion
imagination,
and
the
moon.
mask salesman, he is the devil and he has fangs. I
his,
believe
his
that.
evil smile looks
Well,
like he has.
he-
I see him with
evil
fangs
pointy
in my
teeth.
mind.
He reminds me of the bad guy in Spirit Tracks. He's a little salesman with a hat, and he has fangs, and he looked like a little devil. But it's probably not the same person.
But the first time I saw You've Met with a Terrible Fate, haven't you? I was like, okay.
yeah,
It's kind of scary,
It
and
is
he looks
scary.
all like terrifying and horrifying.
Ocarina being my first one, and being not as scary than playing Majora's. I'm like, oh crap, what am I playing right
Plus, I feel like it's a really creepy. I love the concept. We were talking about this, Matt, you and I, a while ago, about how we feel the concept really is about the acceptance of death. It's evident when you talk to
Yeah.
the villagers and stuff. That is really
The
like
third
I
game.
have
It
an
gets some
issue with
very
that.
creepy
That
levels, yeah.
freaks me out. So yeah, like
Because
ugh, it's so
every character has
heebie-jeebies.
multiple conversations. Just to backtrack just real quick. So sequel to Ocarina of Time came out 2 years after Ocarina of Time, which means they made a really good game really, really fast. Ocarina of Time took over 4 years to make.
I think it helped that they used a lot of the same models
Oh, yeah.
and everything, and the same, pretty much the entire engine. was
same
the
engine, same
exact
assets, and
thing,
everything. Yeah, But
which
they
isn't necessarily bad. You have to utilize it right.
Yeah, they did some amazing stuff with the whole alternate universe thing, but it took a lot of the stuff that worked with Ocarina of Time, so the time travel, the ocarina, and it just threw it through the wall. Where you enter a world, and for like the 6 of you that haven't played Majora's Mask, 1, play it because it's amazing.
Yes.
2, let me give you some concept. So Link is off looking for Navi. We're assuming he's walking through the forest as Kid Link, riding a cute little like kid version of Epona, which you could never ride in Ocarina of Time, by the way, which pissed me off.
Yeah.
And you come across this creepy little thing, which we turn out is one of the Skull Kids from Lost Forest wearing this really neat little mask. And he steals your horse like a jerk. And you chase him through almost like this,
Furry
like through the wardrobe kind of thing, into this alternate universe where in 3 days the moon is going to crash into the earth and everyone's going to die.
I really like that concept. It's like falling through the rabbit hole.
Right through the it's
Yeah,
like very
yeah.
kind of like almost dream. It's where a lot of people kind of comes in where it's like, is this game real at all? I mean, is this all in Link's head?
I mean, it
kind
was
of like very Wizard of Oz kind of thing.
It was
Did Alice ever go to Wonderland?
right. No, it was what's in between heaven and hell. The
Purgatory.
Purgatory. It's like
Yep.
purgatory.
Yep, very much so. And you come through this world with this mask salesman. And that's where that line comes from. What was it again, Britt?
You've Met with a Terrible Fate, haven't
Yeah,
you?
where you have a you
You're
become
dead, aren't you?
Yeah.
Basically.
It took because there was masks in Ocarina of Time, but it took it to the next level where you could actually put on different masks and become different characters.
It's so horrifying. The idea that you're like stealing their essence.
No, I'm just putting a mask on and becoming what they
No,
were.
no, like, well, you've played Majora's Mask. You know how it is. Where
Yeah.
you find, like, this, well, we'll go back to Zora's because it's Matt and Zora's, but you find this dying Zora on the beach.
Yeah.
So you play this song of healing. It's
really
like, yeah,
sad.
I can die in peace now. And you suck his soul into a mask.
It's a very
That
dark
hurt
game.
my soul right there.
It's a very dark game.
It is.
Well, he didn't have any use for it. He was dying.
Exactly. But I mean, I'm not gonna take his soul.
I'm not going to also rip his face off. That's creepy. It's
Very
weird.
kind of creepy stuff. Where it's like,
saying.
give me
But
your
again, he
face.
didn't need it.
Like you would do
So-
it though, John.
John
I
would
would
like,
do
hanging
it.
from his belt.
If it would turn me into a Zora,
It's because Zora sucks, so I'm
Yeah.
not really. I mean, if it was a Goron, I would do it.
Man, brah, you
but
may go have
I would
problems.
do the same thing as Goron. I'd take out the fillet knife and get to carving, but it's got to turn me into one, not
That's
just
easier
in my
though because
imagination.
they're rocks. So I'm like, I'm just gonna
They're
carve
not
his
rocks. They're
chisel
just
away
really
at 'em.
tough.
Yeah, just chisel
So
his face
almost
up.
rock-like, I would say.
No.
But yeah, it's a very dark story.
It created a lot of different dynamics because with the Zora, swimming has always been, even to this day, has been kind of bleh in Zelda games where Link can, at his best, dog paddle.
Yeah.
At worst, he just freaking
True.
sinks like a
Even
rock.
in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, even, which
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about
Screw
it.
you, stamina bar.
Right? Oh my. Okay, we'll talk about it.
But it's realistic, right?
No.
Well, considering all the crap he has on him, just about. I mean, you think by the time,
I mean-
by where I am in the game, I have an inventory of 10 great swords in my inventory. I don't know where he's keeping those swords, man. But Link's got pockets I don't want to know about. So he's a little, for the fact that he can run around at all, his man's got some. He does not skip leg day.
Anyways.
But so with the Zora, the swimming became a whole different thing. Where there was big underwater areas where you could actually explore around, not suck. The Goron, you could turn into this awesome like tire of death with the spikes and everything. And then the Deku Scrub, you
That guy was,
you
was
could
cool.
float with some stupid little leaves. No, I didn't play him very often.
You spun around real quick. I like because he was fast.
Yeah. And you were kind of forced to play as him.
So since I never beat it, where did Fierce Deity come from? The master
buddy,
of the Fierce
we gonna
Deity.
talk.
He looks awesome. He's awesome.
So Fierce
I just never
Deity-
played as him.
Yeah. So Fierce Deity,
So
you
hard,
unlock.
really.
As a kid, yeah, it was hard.
You unlock Fierce Deity by getting every single mask in the game.
Okay.
And then the master was like, "Oh, you done good. Here's this as a present."
And here's the Fierce
And
Deity.
you could only use it in boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
And it made boss fights stupid easy. Like, have you guys played Mega Man X when you get the Hadouken?
Yes.
And it one-shots every boss?
I play Mega Man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in Mega Man... loser.
As long as you time it right with Mega Man,
Say that with a
you
lisp.
shoot off once and you're
Hello
good.
there! In Mega Man X, you can get the Street Fighter Hadouken if you go through a bunch of crazy
Hadouken.
steps and stuff. Hadouken,
not Hadouken.
The fireball.
Sadukin.
Whatever.
Do, not do.
Potato.
Let's call the whole thing up. So it made boss fights stupid easy because you put on this mask, become adult Link, but with like face tattoos and this really, really cool like...
Hit something 3 times or so.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
I just really like the sword.
the sword was awesome.
His sword
It was like this really
the
cool...
sword
amazing.
was not practical, but it did look cool.
The wibbly wobbly sword of death.
Yeah.
It looks like it was made of like Twizzlers or something. Or something.
Like blue and yellow, right?
you're
The blue
just like,
orange.
It's just DNA.
Yeah, yay! It's gonna fire lasers
It
at you.
did look like DNA.
But it just wrecked everything, and it made the last boss stupid easy. But it was just cool. It just the coolest Link design I've ever seen to this
Agreed.
day. Super
They're
awesome.
supposed to make an amiibo out of that?
Oh, God, I hope so. There's a Majora's Mask amiibo somewhere out there. I hope it's not Link on a horse. I really hope it's Fierce Deity. I'll actually buy that amiibo.
That would be sweet.
I will happily buy that amiibo.
Yeah. I don't even like amiibos, but I want that one.
So good though. But so yeah, awesome game. Super stressful because you're
Yeah.
playing the entire game
In 3 days.
with a countdown. The entire game was like gotta go. Like
I like
normally,
how the third day song stresses me out so
yeah.
hardcore.
It was the subtlety with the music because it
remember.
gets progressively like it's
Worse.
a dun 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 dun.
That
and
one-
then-
I like that
and
song.
towards the end it was like dun 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 dun, we're all gonna die. Dun, 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 dun.
It
No,
just gets like super
it
like.
becomes so ominous, dude.
Oh really?
Yes.
Wow, I don't remember that.
And
Okay.
I feel
you
like
look
it's-
up and the moon's
Oh, it's like right there, yeah,
staring
yeah.
down on
sounds
you.
kind of like a happy song, but there's that undertone of darkness.
Yeah.
It's like carnival
Like
music.
eerie.
creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really eerie.
Really, really
and then it
creepy.
speeds up, and you're just like, oh my god,
I gotta hurry.
Like, screw it, I'll do the temple again. Back up. And it was a balancing act where it's like, can I beat this temple? Because sometimes temples knock great time. Water temple. They take a little while to
It's
get
not
done.
hard. It wasn't hard.
Screw you.
Screw
I
you
played it when I
too.
was young and stupid, and now I'm older.
Okay,
and stupid.
you beat Majora's Mask, but you couldn't beat the flipping temple, water temple.
Yeah.
Oh, I beat the
Yeah,
temple.
you know what? Because there was no magical blocks behind chests and empty rooms otherwise.
All right, whatever.
If there was though, I'd find them this time, and I have found them.
Not,
and we'll talk about that with Breath of the Wild.
you've learned.
I think also every water temple since then no matter how hard it is, really, has been challenging for me because it scares the crap
Even
out
like
of
Twilight
me.
Princess?
I'm like, no, not the water temple, please, Daddy, not the water
Well, I
temple.
think that's everybody. Everybody hates water temples.
Like, even in Breath of the Wild, the water one took me at least twice as long as any other temple. Not because it was hard,
which one was
the
the water
element.
one? Oh, that was not hard at all.
Exactly,
That was so
it's hard,
easy.
but it took me longer because I think just mentally, I'm like,
I'm gonna die.
I don't wanna. It's hard. I want to be here till like 2016.
Oh my God.
But it's already 2017. I'm gonna go back in time. It's just bad. But like Britt was saying,
Forever scarred.
all the characters, their dialogue options will change every day in Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
You have
progressively
characters
get-
that are just like, everything's fine. I'm in denial. La 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 la. And you have the different stages of grief with different characters. It's
Third day,
really
it's like
creepy.
it's happening, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's really creepy.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die in
Like,
here.
the scariest part is you'll have kids and you'll have the adults like telling them stories and stuff. It's like straight out of Titanic where it's like, it's okay, little boy, we're just gonna die, don't worry about it. Don't look up. Don't look up, for the love of God, don't look up. But he's great. He's really good.
Majora's, yes.
Anything
Need to be
we're missing something very important from Majora's
in
Mask.
Majora's,
Not so
what's
important. Not really all that important.
Oh, yeah, we don't need to really talk about
this
him.
needs to be discussed, and I have this here written down.
I don't even know what he does. Doesn't he give you like maps?
The greatest thing to come from Zelda, or any other Nintendo property, I have here written the mind-blowing and genre-defying character design excellence that can only be called one thing. Tingle. Yeah, Tingle, woo!
Didn't anybody just want to buy Tingle a box of razor blades and some sappy poems? And they're like, you know what? Go to work, buddy.
I tried throwing bombs at him. I really did. Like,
Oh my
Tingle's...
God.
I'm not going to lie, Tingle kind of creeped me out in the first game.
He
Because
was
it
a
was
little
this
weird.
creepy
Creeps you
old
out.
guy. Screw you. This creepy old dude in like a pointy hat. And, like, he had like a... It was supposed to be just like a little cap because it was a 64, though. He just had a spike coming out of his head.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, oh, hello. It's not
I'm a
good, man.
fairy. No
Like,
doubt.
Tingle looks like a bad drug-induced nightmare right out of Katamari Damacy,
It
doesn't he?
was scary.
Yeah.
Which is another great game.
No,
Katamari Damashi's
Yes.
great.
Katamari's great, but you got to say that those character designs are really
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
keep it
they
out
really
my
are.
Zelda. Keep it out my Zelda. And
No, I
Tingle
love
actually
Tingle.
is the only other character I can think of that's had his own game.
Oh yeah, Tingle Ruby.
Ruby, whatever the heck it's called.
Yeah.
Where it has like, it's like an exploring game, but there's like a shoot 'em up stage. in it.
Yes, you shoot the Ruby.
It's
I think.
weird.
Yeah, they did come out of the stage, right?
Unnecessary.
So, yeah, so Tingle, and there's even a Tingle Island in Breath of the Wild. Thank God he's not
That's
actually
so
What?
there.
I have not
Yeah.
gotten.
Yeah,
You're
it's,
ruining
it's,
stuff.
It's over on the West Coast. It's surrounded by flying guardians.
I don't know where West is, so cool.
Well, it's to the right on the map. If you look at the map, it's on the right. Well, the Breath of the Wild is full of references. Like every island, every
I'm
like
just
little,
trying to
little
understand.
plateau.
So I'm curious
Like
to
one of the
find
islands is
out.
Castaway.
West being to the right.
Well, it's to the, sorry, it's to the east.
I was
to the east. To the east.
Okay.
So I'm curious to find out, though, kind of changing the subject a little bit. Sorry, because you were mentioning Breath of the Wild, where that lands on the timeline, or is it kind of like a Zelda reboot?
Breath of the Wild?
It's 100 years
We'll
after
get to-
Twilight Princess.
No.
That's my theory. No?
No.
Really?
Really.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
So, anything else on Majora's Mask? We talked about Tingle, the best character in the history of the universe.
He's super awesome.
Um,
I'm also waiting to become a fairy, so Tingle, you're my bro.
Sprint,
Team
Brit and
Tingle.
Tingle, looking like My Neighbor Totoro at the bus stop with their little green leotards.
All by themselves.
All by myself.
Hey,
with
no
my fairy
shame.
dust.
No shame.
That's great. I'm right there.
On to the next game.
On to the next game? Okay. So, moving on to my favorite Zelda ever, and that would be Wind Waker.
Yes!
So
Mine
good.
too. Oh my god, it's perfect.
Oh, I love Wind Waker. 2003, this game came out. I like to refer to Wind Waker as the Mad Max of Zeldas.
Now,
Yes,
Matt, how
do
long did it
not
take
let
you to
this
actually
cute Link fool
play
you.
Wind Waker.
Oh, I burned through that game.
No,
No, but, like, how long
for
did
the
it take-
first time? When did you actually play it?
I actually got it when it came out, but we will talk about that. Let's get that out of the way. So, Wind Waker, a lot of
Yesterday.
people to this day I talk to that haven't played Wind Waker because of the. This is not me. The crappy kitty cartoony graphics.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
It is very
But
cartoon.
allow me to explain because I almost didn't play Wind Waker because of the way it looked.
I went from Majora's Mask to that.
Well, it was even more than that. See, when the GameCube first came out at Nintendo, there used to be this really cool convention in Japan called, was it Space World?
I no idea.
I think that's what it was called. I think it was,
I don't know.
it was something like that, where they would have, it would be like E3 pretty much, or like Tokyo Game Show. And to show off the GameCube, they had this like sizzle reel of GameCube stuff that you could see. And one of those things on there was a really cool, like, realistic looking Legend of Zelda, where you had this awesome Link and an Ocarina of Time Ganondorf having these super cool sword fight. We were
or which one? When was it that they did against the big spider thing?
that was for Wii.
That was
For Wii or for Wii U, something like that.
When
Where it was
Wii
like
U?
the HD Zelda. It was that was later, where he was fighting Goma, because it was like
Yeah.
Skyward Sword Link. This was
Okay.
yeah, this wasn't this one, I promise.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Shh, it's okay.
So we all saw this, and like this was like early internet days. So it was like AOL kind of crap. I'm watching it like on really bad, like not YouTube video. I'm like, this is gonna be this is the future of Zelda. And then the next year,
We got Wind Waker.
yeah, and the video was even worse because it had like this door and this moblin come kicking through the door, and then you have Link where it's like looking like deliberately being all cheeky towards the camera, like I know you wanted this, but you get me and my big South Park
But
head.
that throughout the game, he has facial expressions like nobody's business.
He
But the
actually
graphics are
has
still
some in
beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're
this. Other
good.
than surprise.
And that's the thing. A lot of it really is about tapering expectations, where there's a lot of games that people won't play because of the way it look. And my favorite game in the universe is Mischief Makers, where you play this cute little female android. And I've known people that haven't played that because you play as a girl. I mean, it's like just shake things, man. You shake them.
shake, 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 shake.
Is it shake shake?
But if you haven't played Wind Waker,
Yeah, it's
please play it. Do not let the graphics fool you. I mean, it's vibrant and
story.
beautiful, and the
it's
graphics are
aged
still
so
gorgeous.
well.
But it is such a dark game,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
despite the way it looks.
So spoilers for Wind Waker.
Yes.
Makes me love Ganon.
It's hard for me to pick a favorite, but this is definitely. I have to say that this is definitely it. I think. Yes. Oh
Yeah,
God.
Wind Waker is easily my favorite.
It's
Easily.
so good.
So in Wind Waker, you're this little Link, and you go around on this boat, the King of Red Lions.
Toon Link.
Toon Link goes, hey! I love how it goes. You have Navi, and then you have Tattle.
And now you have a boat.
It was like listen, and then the boat just like, hey! But you go around from island to island, and it's when the point hits you, where you're like, wow, these islands are really cool. And some of this, like, you find the Deku Tree, and you find the Koroks, which are like the
I love the Koroks.
Okay, Makar is like the best part of Wind Waker. He's
No,
so
just
cute.
just all the Koroks
Just
in
to
general.
see him running around. It's
Okay,
so precious.
it is cute. It is cute.
When it hits you that these islands are mountains, and the rest of Hyrule has been flooded, and everyone's dead. It's like, whoa, hey, pretty happy cartoony game. It's actually the darkest thing I've ever seen in
It's
Zelda.
so metal.
Even more so than Twilight Princess, which was like dark and edgy 90s goth kind of.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, well,
But Twilight Princess.
like ain't got nothing on Wind Waker.
Art
Wind Waker's
style-wise.
so dark.
We'll get to that, though.
Like, I mean, just overall, like the story kind of
The
thing
actual
is so
story
dark.
part was very dark in
And
Wind
then
Waker.
you get
Yes.
further into it when you realize, like, man, Ganon's a jerk. He just flooded everything. Ganon didn't do it. The
know.
King of Hyrule flooded the
know.
place.
Sages.
But he's to save everybody
To
from
save-
from
to
Ganon,
save
right?
who?
no,
no.
just to
Wait,
kill Ganon.
Oh right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But to kill Ganon, he did
And
it.
the story is people evacuate. He told people to run to the mountaintops, and you can see how many of them actually survived.
Nobody.
And then flooded Hyrule.
Yep.
I'm like, wow.
It's
Pray to the
hardcore.
gods so that it
Jerk.
kills everything else that decides to stay.
Good thing he dies. Spoiler.
And I really feel like at the end, when Ganon is talking, he's kind of sympathetic.
Yeah,
You're
this
just like,
is the
whoa.
most fleshed out.
Yeah,
game.
I love
this is a
Ganon.
side of him like I kind of haven't seen.
He starts
And
talking about
then
the wind and
here
stuff. He's
comes-
like in
yes.
tears, kind of.
That line where he's
Yes.
like, well, see, and at no point a lot of people almost go so far as to say that Ganon was almost a good guy. This is still same evil Ganon here,
Right.
Because it's the Ganon from Ocarina of Time. This is that
But-
Ganon.
But it's
But
kind of a
become
sympathy for the
bit
devil kind of thing.
A bit humanized.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he's tired. You can almost see like where he's just like this.
He just wants his wish.
Yeah, at this point, Wind Waker was the end of its respective timeline.
Yes.
Where at this point, Ganon's just tired. And there's the line that Britt was going to mention where Ganon says, I coveted the wind, I guess. Because he talks about how in Gerudo Valley, the wind always brought death and famine and pain, where people in Hyrule were just partying it up, man. It was nice, the goddesses and the Triforce and the trees. And he was jealous of it. He wanted that. And it comes back to when I spoke of Ganon before, where, yes, Ganon's the bad guy. Yes, Ganon's insane. Yes, Ganon murders people. But Ganon is very much the antithesis to Link, where Ganon was born the chosen Gerudo prince, where Ganon is going to be the one, the chosen one to bring about whatever for this stuff. So he's very much a product of his environment. Not that makes him right at all, but it gives him basis, and he's not just like, I'm going to kidnap the princess and steal the Triforce.
He wasn't born that way.
No, it's and there was the whole possession by demise thing, which you see later on and stuff. But
Exactly.
And you kind of feel for him, like you get a little bit of what he's gone
you
through.
understand why
Yeah.
he does what he does. He's doing the wrong thing, but he's doing the wrong
Absolutely.
thing for certain reasons.
Right.
You know what I really
And then
felt
here
though?
comes
that sword in his face.
Oh my
yes,
God.
that's what I was
So
saying.
bad.
And then here comes Link. Ain't got time for your poetry. That is hardcore.
That
I'm the
ending.
hero!
I
Sword
was
in the
not
face.
expecting that. That's such an awesome fight where, because before this you have, because he's Ganondorf in this game again. He's not giant pig demon. He's Ganondorf. So when he whips out the dual like scimitars, you're like, oh buddy, we got a fight on our hands, and you go at it. And then the last click where it just goes to the cutscene where Link flies in the air and stabs it into his face. You're like, well,
That happened. Thank you.
kitty graphics, huh?
Right? Exactly. There's more to it. There's deeper layers. It's not so. I really hate it when people judge it just by the surface. You know, the way it looks, because
But
it's
we
such
all
a
do that with
great
so many
game.
things.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. First time I beat that, maybe 2 years ago.
I still haven't beat it yet.
Like, that is the only reason
I'm
I
sorry.
played it.
No,
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I already knew about it before I started playing it, so it's no big deal.
Only reason I played it is it got to the point I was like, which ones have I not beat that I'm willing to actually
Exactly.
play?
This is why I started playing.
And then I started it, and I'm
another
like,
one.
this game's fun. I could
Probably.
go around in the boat for hours just fishing things up with the hook.
Ooh, fishing. I didn't.
Why do you love fishing so much?
Screw
Matt?
you! It's fun.
It's not like
No, we didn't
I
talk-
hated fishing Ocarina of
didn't
Time.
touch
But it was
the
so
fishing
fun.
Ocarina was
No,
so
it was not fun.
good. Yes, you were insane.
What was so fun about it?
It
Getting
was
that
just
heart and then never doing it again.
Exactly.
I'm kidding. I just like doing it. It
Yeah.
was fun to just waste some time. It's the
fished
same
more
reason
in
people play
Ocarina.
Minecraft
Yeah.
now, because it doesn't matter. It's just
Minecraft is a waste. It's literally a waste of time.
Yeah.
I got stuff
and,
to
and,
do in
and
Ocarina,
somehow I
man.
still put like 50 hours
It's
into
weird.
it.
Some things are just fun. Like, I hate cooking in real life, but I love in-game cooking.
That's
I,
good.
I don't know
I
why.
thought you could
It's
say I
just
hate cooking
fun.
life, but I love eating.
Well, that too. But
Mama will fix it.
We'll fix it.
dumb, though.
Eyes on fire. But yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I guess maybe because I don't like fishing in real life as much.
Fishing in real life is reasonably. I don't do fishing like at a lake. I love fishing on like on a charter boat where you have the fish that'll actually yank your butt out the water if you're tiny. Those ones are fun.
Oh,
you know, you get a
I
big
just
yellowtail
like
one.
fishing. I don't care.
Well, I guess now because you can sit, but
I just found it as a waste of time in the game when I can go be doing something else.
dude,
What do you got to do in life?
Kill somebody in the game, fool. In the game.
man, I got some truck stuff to do.
Oh, shut up! I can't do that in the game. Although if they made a game like that, I'd play it.
The like Legend of Zelda
Truck edition.
Pimp My Ride. Link slapping spinners
Hit
on his
my
horse.
horse. Yeah.
You see this saddle here? This top of the line saddle.
Check out my neon on these hooves, man, and a clip and a clot.
I put some little bells here. They jingle. Hey, Tingle, look at this.
Loompa. No. But fishing, yeah, I fished so much in Ocarina of Time, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And then in Twilight Princess, I swear I threw up my arm with the Wii version of that, where it's like, ah!
You didn't fish that much in Twilight Princess, though, right?
It was
did
an
you?
awesome
did
lake,
you
dude.
fish it? Really?
Yeah, you
I
got
never
to, like,
did it.
actually
The
go
fishing
around
lake?
in
Yeah.
the lake.
You
and
literally
fish.
had a little boat, and he's like row around and stuff. You can catch some awesome
In
fish.
Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
It had the best fishing.
Yeah,
think.
it's
I don't
it's up at
remember.
the top of a river you got to go to, and you like hop in there. It's like, hello, welcome to Fishland.
I never.
That's what it's called.
Oh, I know what you're
Fishland.
talking about. I know what you're talking about. When Majora's Mask had fishing? No.
Did Majora's Mask get fishing? I don't think so.
I don't remember
actually.
fishing.
Dude, sucker didn't have time for fishing in Majora's Mask.
You had 3 days.
You won't die.
I mean, that's a nice way to end your life, I guess.
the moon's
but
just crashing, and Link's like, I
know,
think I
what
got
a
a pass.
Fish,
pass.
what a jerk.
I could be saving people, but there's some sweet bass.
Although,
here.
to be fair, in Ocarina of Time,
That's crazy.
that's kind of what happened, where I'd beat the game already, but then I'd go around doing other stuff, and I spent a lot of time fishing just because.
Yeah.
So now he's like, Link, the world's going to end. Like, shit,
I already
just
beat
stopped
the. I already beat it. I already saved the world.
It's like, I beat the game right. The game's beat. The Zoras are safe. It's not so frozen. I swear it's not. Oh, God. Sorry. Anyways, Wind Waker. Fishing in Wind Waker was awesome because you had the freaking crane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. It's not really.
And that was
fishing,
really for
but-
just catching treasure.
Yeah,
What were those?
boxes, yeah.
What were those weird?
The weird fish.
The
we
fish
just threw
people.
They're like,
Yeah.
hello, let me draw something on your
Yeah.
map.
What was that?
They told you where things were hidden.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was great.
It's crazy.
Also, super, super cool character, Tetra.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
Super
my
BA.
best Zelda ever.
Absolutely.
Zelda was a pirate. And Zelda before has been reasonably self-sufficient. Like in Ocarina of Time, she actually does something for herself. And maybe I'm dumb, but when I played Ocarina for the first time, I didn't know Sheik was Zelda until she took off the mask. Like, hey, it's a girl!
I didn't.
I knew it.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Spoilers, Sheik is Zelda.
I didn't
You've
know
not
at first
ever
neither.
played
Smash
Smash.
Brothers.
I was like, why is
Not,
Zelda
not
the
when I was
Sheik
playing
character?
Ocarina of Time, no.
Okay.
But I always thought that Tetra was the most like awesome self-sufficient Zelda, even to this
She's
day,
so
where
cool.
it's like, man, I
In,
got my boat with my crew. Let's go blow something up.
In Phantom Hourglass too, she was in there too
Yeah.
with the boat.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah,
She was just
she
awesome.
was awesome.
I like Zelda. She's fun. I want to play as anyway. Sorry. All right, what else we got from Wind Waker? It's great. It's dark.
We didn't talk enough about the Koroks, man. How do you say it? Korok?
I say Koroks, yes.
Koroks, yeah. They're so cute.
They're so
They're like
cute.
waddling.
I
You know,
know.
the little helicopter things.
Yeah, it's so
It's
cute.
Precious.
And they had like the Makar had like the little cello.
Oh,
he could play
yeah.
and stuff. And
Where
can we
did
talk?
Where did the bird people evolve from?
They were the Zoras.
They were the
dude,
Zoras,
yeah.
weren't they?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, because this
Does not make sense
No,
at all.
yes, it does because
No.
the Zoras were freshwater.
Oh, no.
So when the world's covered by ocean, they can't breathe.
no, they just die. You don't keep evolving. You
So then how do
die.
they have
Magic.
How do they have both races in Breath of the Wild?
Haha, you see, plot. No,
That's what I'm saying.
no,
like-
I've read this.
He
Apparently,
means
there
to
were
follow that with holes.
plot holes. No, there were two different species of Zora. There was the blue Zoras, which were river Zora, and then there were the ocean Zoras, which are the crazy ones trying to eat your face. They were
Is this theories of yours or is this proven?
This is quite a few theories. Not, of course, it's not proven. It's Nintendo. They won't admit to any of that.
That's true. Okay.
Until they make a book that doesn't make any
And
sense.
then they screw it all up and they have to contradict it. But that's where people think because those Zoras were red. Also, which is most of the Zoras from Breath of the Wild are also not blue. You know, there's like blue, but there's purple and green. And
I
red
thought they
and
were
stuff.
blue. Yeah, like what's her name? I thought was blue, but apparently she's like red.
she's
Oh,
red.
man.
Or I
I
mean, a
played
purple.
it.
I thought she was purple.
No, she's red.
She's red.
Yeah.
She didn't. I'm colorblind. I guess. I
Apparently
didn't see
so.
red.
She's wearing blue, but she's red. Just like the awesome prince who's like, ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, that guy was
Prince,
so cool.
Sidon, whatever his name
I
is.
forgot
I
what his
love
name
him.
is. He smiled.
He reminds me a lot of Kamina from Gurren Lagann, where he's just like, don't believe in you, believe in the fish that believes in you, or something like that. It's awesome. Watch Gurren Lagann; it's a good show. We'll get back to Breath of the Wild in a minute. But I think that's my theory, anyways, with the Zoras is
Okay.
the ones from Ocarina of Time evolved into bird people.
I thought they were just Hyruleans and they turned into.
No,
no,
birds.
because I thought that's what it was.
yeah, because
but
you
I-
see the ghost of the Zora, where it's like my people became this.
Yeah, that's right.
In what? In Wind Waker?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when you. How much Wind Waker did you play? Not much.
I got to the Deku tree in the Korok.
Wow, so you got to play
I was
the rest
playing
of
it
that
today
game.
at work, but I didn't get it any farther.
You need to beat that. It's
I
really
do.
good.
I will. I beat
It's
it.
super amazing. Anything else we want to go over
For Wind Waker?
Like I talk about it for a long time.
I like
but we
the
gotta move
music.
along.
Music was good in that one too.
You do like
Yes.
Dragon Roost Island.
Dragon
Yeah.
Roost and even
or just the open the do 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 do.
A lot of
that
the
one.
kind of
When,
the
sea
Yeah,
shanty
something
kind
whenever
of
you're
thing.
just
great.
cruising on the King of Lions.
Yes. Oh, just the ocean theme.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so good. I could hang on. A lot of people complain about Wind Waker because of the boat. I'm like you, John. I could be on that boat.
Oh
for
yeah,
hours.
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
exploring.
Yeah.
It was really
It's fun.
cool. Yeah.
And like going through like the little rupee slalom and killing other boats and stuff. And
Yeah.
everything. Like ship warfare. Move over, Assassin's Creed. It's all about Wind Waker. Yeah.
Do they have ship warfare in Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed 4? Yeah.
Black
The
Flag.
pirate
Oh,
one?
because they were pirates. Boo.
Baraka Frago.
Like what? Are you saying Barack?
Just Assassin's Creed Barack Obama.
That's what it sounded like.
Never mind.
No.
Okay, so that's Wind Waker. Awesome game. Check it out.
Amazing. I'll
It's,
beat it
it's one of like the
eventually.
6 worthwhile games on the Wii U. So I mean, you know, if you own a Wii U, you should probably have
Wow,
this.
cold
3
blooded.
worthwhile games. About 6.
Cold blooded.
Cold blooded.
Am I wrong?
But yes, play it right now. Why aren't you playing it right now?
Right now, like well, you know, finish the show, but then play it.
And then play it.
Yeah, thank you. Please don't turn it off. No, I'm
Cue
sorry.
music.
Come back. No. Right. So next we have wait. I'm looking at the notes, and so me and Britt did these notes together, but she actually did the typing. So I have on here when we're talking about Gandalf, you have Ganon the dwarf.
Ganondorf.
Dwarf.
Ganondorf.
See
what I did there?
I don't get it.
It's like a really tiny Ganon. Like, "Ah!"
That's exactly.
Because you put dwarf. Oh.
Yeah, 'cause I put
You know,
dwarf.
why can't Wind Waker Ganondorf
I
be
just
in
like to have
Smash?
fun.
I would love to play as that Ganon.
Well, they had him in. Didn't they have him in Hyrule Warriors? No.
no,
But that's not Smash.
that was Mullet Ganon. Yeah.
No. They had Mulligan. That's right. They just had Mulligan.
Yeah.
That's right. They should have put him in Smash. Yes.
Yeah, with the awesome like 2 things. I always thought he looked kind of like an owl in Wind Waker, actually. Like
Yeah, kind of.
He was like
That nose.
with a big nose and the
Yeah.
awesome. I love those swords, man. That'd be so cool. Get on it, Nintendo. We know you're making another Smash.
As
so
much
I
as
think
I
people-
stayed away from
Nintendo
that
needs
game,
to make
I
a
really came
Ganondorf
to
game.
love that art style. It was just really fun.
so nice, and it's held up. Like Ocarina of Time.
Until you get like the HD versions,
Yeah.
yeah, it does look pretty bad.
Well, even like Twilight Princess, it hasn't aged all that well.
It
Wind
looks-
Waker, man, still looks
Hey,
fantastic.
I
Twilight
think Twilight
Princess.
Princess still looks great.
It looks great on the HD
Yeah.
version for Wii U. Looks amazing.
Well, I'm talking about you play the GameCube version. That's you can kind of
Yes.
see its
Well,
age.
yes.
Yeah.
But
But at the
something
time,
about
it
cell
was
shading.
amazing.
Cell shading just looks
She's saying
great forever.
Absolutely.
Twilight. You're saying Wind Waker.
Twin Waker Princess.
You say Wind Waker
Wild.
looks
Breath
the same.
stick in the wind.
You're saying Wind Waker looks the same.
It still looks good, mainly because there's not as much detail when you get into the shells. I can't even.
Shell shading.
Haha, rubs off on you.
Junior.
It's like other games like Zone of the Ender's Second Runner. Those just look awesome.
Because of the art style, it doesn't show as many details.
Right.
And
It's a cartoon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not going to pick out all the flaws that are in it that you kind of just ignored.
Right.
When it was
Yeah.
new.
I got you.
Yeah. Then you have stuff like Ocarina of Time. Ocarina. No, the Ocarina of Time.
Macarenas. What's his name? What's his name?
Oh, the big tree
I
thing.
love
was
him.
Like, I must play.
Yeah, what's his name?
So cute.
I don't know his name.
I don't
the
remember his
stupid
name.
Korok
He's
seeds.
awesome. Okay, sorry.
Just okay. We're gonna get. I was.
We get back to. We
Yeah,
still
man,
need to get the rest of the
Breath
wild.
Okay, so Twilight Princess, or as I like to call it, the Legend of Puppy Link.
No.
Yeah.
He's a wolf.
Yeah.
He's a wolf.
He's a puppy. He's like
He's a wolf.
puppy.
Okay.
Puppy Link.
And fight.
Wolf Link.
Dun, 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 dun. Pardon me. So, Twilight Princess, the
I love Twilight Princess.
the dark and edgy Zelda everyone was whining about ever since Majora's Mask was over. Really good. Not my favorite, but really good though.
Yeah.
I think it's one of my favorites. Definitely.
Like, it's one of the cases where I love the art style. I love the gameplay a whole lot. I didn't like the first version I had of it, which was the Wii version, because I dislocated my shoulder practically. Like, go swing your sword
Well,
faster.
yeah, that's
Link.
why. That's why I barely beat it like last year. So, but
Yeah. So, but once you get on GameCube, Link's a lefty again, like he's supposed to be. But but pretty sweet game. Now, John, this just occurred to me like last night when I was doing the notes for this. Twilight Princess is very much Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Where you have like the dark wizard comes in and curses Zelda, and then you have like the dark dimension and everything, and it's
there's no
kinda
wizard.
like-
Who's the wizard? Zant?
Well,
He didn't really curse. Oh yeah. Okay.
kinda did,
Yeah.
which is probably why I like the game.
I love Twilight
it's
Princess.
very much
a-
Link to
it's
the
a good
Past. I
story.
think.
It
Good
is.
concept.
It's very similar.
Minda was probably the best.
Yeah.
I guess
she's
side
so
Like the
cute.
sidekick character.
sidekick character. She's
Yeah.
the best.
It's
God,
still
she's
my
such a
favorite.
punk.
I hated her because
Yes.
every time she would like hop on you
Yeah,
whenever you
she's
turn
like,
into
come
a
on.
wolf.
Come
Yeah,
on.
like.
It's like you. I hate you. I
But
can't
then-
say what I want to say about
But
you.
then I grew to love her.
And easily, she's so, especially.
kawaii.
Wait, have you beaten Twilight Princess?
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, I beat it. It's
cool.
good. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I did that
Spoilers. her
I beat
human
that.
form. Dang.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Awesome blue lady. Yeah.
I just don't know why she broke the mirror or the.
So that the evil
Why
could
you
not
do these?
return, and
Yeah.
for that way, the spoilers, plot reasons.
So,
But like Link
while
cried.
we can't
And so did I.
ever meet again, this is gonna save both of us. So I'm gonna do it.
She didn't even say nothing. She just did it.
That's why she did it.
That's rude.
yeah, it was hard.
Like
but that was her
she like
reasoning.
broke my heart without telling me why.
Oh, Link. You're not Link. You're Junior. My God. Link Junior through Link had a crush on Midna. There we
I
go.
did. It was a good 2 months.
Longest relationship he's ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, Junior.
3 months. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Not that long. Anyways, it was a really good game.
But cool game. Once again, Zelda always has, up until a point, which we'll talk about, has had really cool non-gimmicky gaming mechanics. Like in this one, it was puppy form or wolf form, if you insist.
He's a
Where
wolf.
It changed. It was like Majora's Mask, where it
did
changed the
change.
dynamic of the game. quite
You
a
know what
bit.
a puppy looks like?
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah,
that.
Like that. He's
No.
a big puppy.
No.
He's a big puppy. Big
He also
cute
had my
puppy.
favorite Ganondorf in Twilight Princess.
Really?
That's my favorite Ganon.
Well, I know it was Smash Ganon.
That's
so I
actually a
probably-
question from me at the end of all this, if we have time.
Oh no. We'll make time.
Okay,
Don't
cool.
worry about it. But the Ganon was cool. What was his story in this, other than he was just angry and the sages like nailed him to a wall?
I guess
and stuff?
mostly design. He was my favorite design of Ganon.
I liked his like little head crown. He almost looked like a Cenobite, where like nailed the crown into his head
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, it makes sense because his crown kind of looked like a comb in his hair.
Yeah.
Sort of like yours.
No,
Junior
he-
relates.
He
That's
actually
why he does it.
stop. He has long hair in Hyrule Warrior. He has the mullet.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, he's folding it around into a bun.
Tell me, Ganon's got cornrows in Twilight
Yeah,
Princess.
basically.
Man, Ganon's
He was
thug.
just
That's
was it just me or was he really easy to beat in Twilight Princess? There was
Yes.
like what
Yeah.
four? It was four things, four times to beat him, but they were
Yeah,
all
'cause
really
it
easy.
was the horse battle, and then there was like possessed Zelda battle. Spoilers.
Well, first there was possessed Zelda,
yeah.
then he became Ganon,
yeah,
and then
Ganon was super easy. I thought,
super
too,
easy.
yeah.
Then it became the horse battle, and then you finally fought him.
Yeah,
so
the
yeah,
sword
4
thing,
times.
Yeah, pretty. Especially if you had all the sword powers that you got. From, from the spectral soldier who was Link from Majora's Mask, by the way.
Which that was, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That was pretty
thing
cool.
They put in there.
Like the different sword abilities.
Yes,
and the guy in there.
that
That
you
was
learned
pretty
and stuff.
darn awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah. He was the Witch Zelda again? The Witch Link.
The Witch Zelda. The one from, I think he's one from Majora's Mask, if you believe the timeline.
Yeah, grown up.
So he
Yeah.
would be dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dead.
Yeah, because Link goes into the Lost Woods. Either he dies, like you either play Majora's Mask and then he dies, or he's already dead when you start Majora's Mask, and all that is him just like sorting out his spiritual Jumbawumbas.
But the way he actually looks, I figured he came out of all of the Majora's stuff.
And just wander through the forest.
Well,
like-
no, I mean he came back and became one of the Knights of Hyrule, and
Well, don't forget that Link has already had
Another-
time as adult Link. So
Yeah.
like his spiritual personification may have been as this adult character. I didn't make the game.
I know, but it's supposed to be that way.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a cool, interesting thing to think about.
So pretty darn awesome. I wasn't a fan of wasn't a fan of the controls too much on the Wii version.
No.
No, Wii, of course not. But it played on GameCube or Wii U. Was great. It was a regular controller.
Definitely awesome. Music, once again,
Really good.
beautiful
I love the music.
Take advantage of the GameCube's advanced technical ability. More stuff.
He could even, as kind of like an ocarina, play the little the plants as a little whistle and stuff. The thistle whistle. What's it called? Do you know what I'm talking about? In Twilight Princess. Why are you looking at me?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In Twilight
I feel
Princess.
like I should.
In Twilight Princess, he pulls out the plant and he does a little sound to either call the eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, come on now. I was like, why are you looking at me? I know I'm not wrong. I just played this game.
It's like just let him talk.
He's so rude.
Smile and nod.
Speaking
Smile
of which,
and
we
nod.
never talked about the namesake of Wind Waker, the Wind Waker.
Oh yeah, he had the wind wave.
He had a baton.
A what?
A
A
baton.
baton.
A what?
A baton.
So
A stick.
It's
a baton? You mean?
for directing music.
It's like and
Yes.
one,
We're gonna
2,
control the
3,
wind.
4.
But he's
1,
controlling
2,
the wind.
gust
Yes, that's
and
right.
gust. That was awesome.
That was hard.
Yes, it was.
Just-
No, it was not.
kind of.
See, it's what you
to
know.
go
baby,
whatever,
baby,
wasn't hard.
baby,
whatever direction I wanted to go in. It to go. I didn't. No.
Well, it's because you can't pull your plant out and call your bird.
But I can't say it.
I think it's a reed. I think that's what it is.
A reed? I thought it was like a
Reed.
thistle.
Thistles hurt,
You're not
bro.
gonna put your mouth on thistle, my friend.
Oh, you can't.
I'll bring you one.
Thistles are
cool,
the
thanks.
pokey little things.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
It's like just like I play music.
I don't know what it was. It had little holes in it and
He's all
stuff
got
to
this
play it.
swollen face and
I'm
everything. It's
bringing
like,
this
And
one
it was
forward.
you could call Epona like that too, and he played Epona song with the little whistle.
is it Epona or Epona?
It doesn't
It's
matter.
Epona. I always call her
You
Epona.
say it however you want. I'm not going to argue with
It's
people on
Epona.
it. Epona.
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 I say Epona.
Epona.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have to not say bad things on this.
Yes, you do. You are not allowed.
I intentionally said it that way. Yes, come on. That's what you get.
hit my
It's the
hand.
karma.
It's the karma of Epona. The curse of the horse, which you can't get in Breath of the Wild unless you have that stupid plastic DLC, which we'll get to.
Oh, Epona? Yeah. No, you can get it eventually, okay? That's funny. I stutter sometimes.
Hey,
Shut
you
up.
have to sing to get the horse now.
You can get her eventually, don't you? Without.
I didn't think you could. No.
Oh, okay. I got it the other way,
I
but
found the god of horses, and she hasn't given me a pony yet. Okay.
who the hell is the god of horses?
Spoilers.
Man, you're gonna spoil a lot for me because I'm not that far.
There will be Breath of the Wild spoilers. I'll try to avoid story spoilers, but
We'll tell you when to stop
Yeah.
listening.
But I'm gonna talk about stuff.
No. I'm walking away.
Oh, that's right.
walking
John hasn't
away then,
played
son.
it yet. He
I
hasn't
won't do
all-
any story spoilers, but so.
Okay, what are we at?
Twilight
Where we at?
Princess. Twilight
Great game.
Princess.
One of my favorites.
Awesome. What else we got? I mean, Twilight Princess wise. I haven't played Twilight Princess for a long time, so I'm
I
a little
just
bit rusty.
played
on
it.
You just played it, Junior, so help me out here. I mean,
That's pretty much it. Like, I love Ganondorf in this one. Oh, Mina hadn't played it before, and I was fighting Zant. I didn't think Ganon was going to be in the game. I thought Zant was the final
Ooh.
boss. So that was kind of cool. And then
That's
it was
awesome.
it was a surprise when Ganon
that
came,
was like
you know?
you with Link to the Past, where you thought the game was over.
Yeah, but then I was like, wow, this was short.
Yeah, it was a really
I
easy
also
game.
thought Zant looked cool when he had his helmet on and you took it off and he was like a little
He's like,
like running around and screaming and
the
stuff.
helmet was
He's
awesome.
like a bratty kid you just kind of want to punch in the face.
Basically,
Yeah,
Britt, thoughts on Twilight Princess before we move on?
I love the art style.
But
I
that's
think
about
it's
Awesome.
Beautiful.
that's it.
yeah.
That's
No,
all you
I
got?
mean it's a great game, but
We kind of covered it.
we
already.
kind of covered everything. Yeah.
Minna was so sad too, like just her
So
story,
cute,
like
yeah.
just
So the princess that no one liked, and
she was kind of like evil, like she just wanted to help herself at the during
she wanted revenge.
right, but she just wanted to save her world, just the
Yeah.
Twilight the Twilight world, and then
But then she softened up, so it's okay.
She liked hanging with
Well,
puppy
I mean,
legs.
Zelda gave up her life for her, and so she had to repay.
She's like, well, man,
she
I gotta do something now.
Well, I mean, oh my God, fine, yes.
Great, now I have a debt.
That's exactly how she felt. Thanks,
they
John.
break this mirror so they don't have to be like, geez, Midna, what's your problem? Like,
Y'all
crap,
some
screw
a-holes.
you.
That's not how she felt. She loved Zelda and she loved Link.
See, that's that. Those
He's
the
in
blindness
denial.
of a
No,
man
I'm
in
kidding.
love right there. It's like, no, man, Princess Midna was great. We
She
gonna have
was
gummy
great!
bears in the
Oh my God.
moonlight. Zora's don't make.
Tell
we
me you
gonna
wouldn't
hang
play
out.
him in the game.
Grilled cheese.
I
Of course
would.
I would.
I would play
Of
him in the
course.
game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I want it to be in her realm.
Right,
I
in
would
the
like a
Twilight
prequel.
realm.
I would like to see what happened in her realm.
Yes.
before
What happened to
Twilight.
her? Well, how did Zant, when Zant took
Nintendo
over
has
and
a
stuff?
really hard time
turn
with,
her into a
timelines,
Smurf.
but they have so much material that they could make
Oh,
some really
yeah,
cool
definitely. They
spin-offs
make so
with.
much money.
But instead, we got the Tingle game because nobody wanted that crap.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm dreading moving on to this.
What's
one 'cause
after? Oh, I've never played it. So.
Okay, Skyward Sword.
You're on your own.
Still in the final
Again,
battle.
the art style. The art
Okay.
style is gorgeous.
Looks just like
Let me talk about the art style. It's
kinda
kind
like a
of
mixture.
almost Twilight Princessy, but prettier, like
It's
brighter.
brighter
brighter.
colors.
It's not as
Yeah,
drab.
it's more
Yeah,
vibrant.
art style is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Some of the gadgets are awesome. Like the whip you get is really cool.
Oh, can we get a whip? That's awesome. I want a
The
whip.
story is amazing because it's the origin story for every Zelda ever. It's where you see the Master Sword being forged, and it's where the wickedness of Ganon, which is demise, like the spirit of doom and evil and not niceness and like oogie boogie, comes from. That's great.
But
I hate this freaking game.
Yeah.
wait, okay, you hate it
Why?
because of the controls.
I
Yeah.
hate it. One, because of the controls.
That's my only reason for
I'm
not playing it
forced
is
to do
because of
the
the controls.
And because of the hand holding, don't you?
It treats you like you are the dumbest
Okay,
person in the
Nintendo
universe.
remake it for Switch and don't give me tutorials.
Great. No,
Not even that. It's not the tutorials. It's the constant reminders.
it's,
So the constant tutorials.
through
Oh,
every-
not tutorials. Sorry, it's just
Yeah,
telling
the
you.
reminders,
Yeah, do
the
this.
hand-holding.
Don't forget
It's
to do
like,
this.
Through every Zelda game, you had Navi, you had Tattle, you had her, you had Red Lions, you had.
And in this
Midna,
one it was?
who would be like whatever. This one it was your sword. It was I forgot her name, but then it's a
What,
cool
the
idea.
sword talk
your
to you?
sword talk to you.
That's
It's like
weird.
a
It had a
sword from
spirit
her-
in it.
Yeah,
I don't
was
like that.
Awesome.
It actually wasn't
That's cool.
a bad
That's a good
idea.
concept.
Does
It
the
was just
spirit end up being somebody else important?
all
there's a
the
point though that I think that
time.
this is going to be the older side of me where I'm like, I remember when I had to play games and you just played them and you figured it
Oh
out.
yeah. So you
It's
don't like the hand holding.
Breath of the Wild
It's
figured
so
this
annoying.
Yes,
Yeah.
until
Why?
this day, I absolutely hate tutorials. I hate them. I think they're such a chore to get through. I just prefer throw me in the game. I will figure it out. Let me run around. Let me figure it out.
You gotta
I
work
hate
to
tutorials.
Actually give me an instruction book like you used to, and if there's something I need to
Yeah.
know, I'll look it up.
That's true. Because I was going to say not everybody.
No.
Some people need help.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you want to put
People
it?
can't turn the thing
And there's
on.
nothing wrong with that, but for me, it's a personal preference.
Yeah.
Like, I hate tutorials.
I love
Give it
exploring too.
options. Like, do you want to know how to do this? Yes or no. The only tutorial that I will happily do over and over again, this is going to be random, is the tutorial from Spider-Man 2 where it's Bruce Campbell making fun of you for 30 minutes. I'll just
that's
listen to
awesome.
that man talk.
Okay.
Like, I'll
Okay.
deliberately not do things where it's like, come on, what are you doing here? What? Come on, man. Hail to the king, baby. But it's just all day long. You guys not playing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
It's one of the best
No, why
superhero
would I
games
play
ever.
Spider-Man 2?
Because it's,
It's
really
actually
good.
really
No.
fun. They got the web swinging pretty
yeah,
well.
and it's narrated
I mean,
by
it was-
Bruce Campbell, who's Ash, who is the coolest man in the
I know who
universe.
Bruce Campbell is.
I
Thank
wasn't
you.
sure.
Oh, you know someone
What?
that we reference? You've seen one of those
Wow, well,
movies?
he plays
I
a
loved
reed and
Army
Bruce
of
Campbell
Darkness.
flies and lands on his shoulder.
Whoa.
Sorry.
It looks good, Gail.
But so tutorials. I mean, I get it. You know, some people like to have things kind of like handed to them. Like Junior doesn't like to earn anything. Likes just to buy it with
Shut
in-game
up.
money.
That's different. I like the concept.
But it just like I could.
I mean, can we get to the Breath of the Wild already? 'Cause I can start
We'll
talking.
get there. We'll get there. So I could have lived with that. It was just the controls with the Wii. I just couldn't do. Like,
That's
it
why I
sounded
can't.
Awesome,
that's why
but
I won't play it until they remake it without the Wii crap.
I think
It's
I'm
still
still
a
on the final
gorgeous
battle
game,
because
though.
of that. The controls don't do what I tell them to do.
It's
I'm
kinda like-
following the instructions. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely still worth playing. It's still beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's still a good game.
But wait till they remake it because it's gonna happen.
Probably so. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's Nintendo.
I
They remade Twilight Princess how many
I
times?
still don't have a remake of F-Zero, so screw you, son.
Well, because F-Zero sucks.
Or,
I mean,
or like a Super Metroid HD.
Yeah.
I would play that,
Yeah, I'd buy that several
but
times.
it's not Zelda.
If it's not Zelda or Mario,
That's what I'm
Nintendo
saying. That
doesn't
they
think anyone wants it, apparently.
exactly is what I'm saying.
I will happily play a Skyward Sword remake if it didn't have the motion controls. Like happily,
Yeah,
all day
me
long.
too.
I would deal with that.
Me
but-
too. That's what I'm waiting.
So I mean,
Just
it's
gonna
not
wait.
a bad game. It's my personal opinion. So once don't think I'm hating on something like Matt doesn't like Zelda. He's a bad person. I might very
You're
well
a
be a
bad
bad
person for
but-
other reasons, but it's
But not
Zelda.
this reason, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So play if you can deal with the controls. Lots of people do. The
If you
story's
love
awesome.
the Wiimote stuff,
It does have some cool mechanics in some of the dungeons.
just play it.
For me, it's not for
What
me.
were what was the race in that one? The flying birds again?
Well, there was the little cute little there was the birds you could fly around, and there was the cute little mini things that you actually I think you see them in Twilight Princess too. The little doodly-doodly-doos, and I don't know what that's translates
What
to.
is that?
You guys? I don't know what they're called. Fact check.
There's no
What are they-
doodly doodly doos.
No, they're like these
Twilight Princess.
There isn't like the little sky people you talk
Yeah,
to.
the little sky people.
Yeah, those things. What are they called?
I don't remember.
What sky? There's
The
They're
doodly doos.
They're awkward-looking emus.
Yeah, with like little human faces. They're really creepy.
It's like a bird, or it's like a featherless bird-looking thing with a human
in
face.
Twilight Princess.
Was it in Twilight also?
Y'all
I
are
swear
talking
it was
about Wind
Skyward.
Waker.
I swear it was Twilight Princess,
Skyward.
wasn't it? I thought they were in Skyward too.
They're in Skyward.
Are they?
They're not in Twilight Princess.
sure?
There's nothing.
Someone
in,
fact check. I don't know. I don't have the game.
there's nothing in Twilight Princess like that.
Whatever. I think you're wrong.
I'm trying to think of other races. There's nobody
Remember
else.
they took them out for the HD remix because they were creepy.
They were kind of creepy.
It's like,
I mean, whenever you go to the Twilight world and you those big Twilight people, that we're talking about? No,
No, like the.
No,
it
these
may have
things
just,
are
it
like
may have just been
short.
Skyward. I thought they were in Twilight also because they're in
I
the
don't remember
Sky
them in-
Temple.
I don't remember that.
Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't know. I'm
there
getting-
is. Oh yes, the little bird with the human face.
That's what I
Sorry,
was
Oh,
saying.
it's a
the
little
one-
chicken. It's a little chicken.
Yeah,
it's a
that
little
thing.
chicken. Where all he does, well, you cracked in. You hit a pot and he was there in each temple. And then he's in the Sky Temple. I'm sorry, you're right.
He's in Skyward.
Okay, gotcha. So those are the people. Those are the. Sorry, guy. You said what did you say? Bird.
The little bird thing
He's a
with the
little
human
chicken.
face.
He's a little chicken.
Chickens are birds.
Chickens are reptiles, apparently.
You look like a chicken. Whatever.
Genus chicken.
When I think bird, I think of them flying, and the chick. Oh, you do fly with them later. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
I love how you prove yourself
I
wrong
know it's because I gotta
all the
think.
time.
My
I don't have to
memory
say
is
it.
horrible. Horrible memory. I was dropped as a child. This is nothing.
my
This is nothing to laugh at.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Getting
They ran
serious
over
again
my
on Game
face with a
Overcast,
car.
man.
That's what happened.
yeah.
Wow.
Horrible time in Mexico,
You look
guys.
pretty good for having a face right over.
I know,
actually.
right?
gotta
I look
say, man.
amazing.
Maybe that's why he has the beard. He's got like the.
This is why I have that one spot here that doesn't grow because it's,
It's from the tire.
it's from the tire. Yeah.
Your face?
Yes.
Oh man.
I like that Skyward Sword was the origin story for every Zelda.
Brittany bringing it back. Bringing it back.
Ryan
voice
was the
of reason.
beginner.
I don't
That's why I
necessarily
need to
know
play
if I
it.
like that.
I think that's cool. I think you get the origin story of the Master
The
Sword.
forging of the Master Sword.
Yeah,
and
I
everything.
think that's really cool.
And Demise is
Cool.
pretty. Demise, if you haven't,
I
well, you know who
liked
Demise is now,
him.
right?
Who's Demise?
Demise is essentially
guy?
Demise is evil. He is the force of wickedness that like makes Ganon evil.
Oh, don't they have like a cool Ganon in that one?
no, that's Demise.
No.
Oh, it's not Ganon.
No,
then.
he
It is Demise.
looks like Ganon, but I mean,
Imagine that Ganon afterwards
Oh.
was just always possessed by Demise.
yeah, like Demise is what makes Ganon wicked. Like Ganon was already kind of wicked in the first, but Demise is actually like the force of evil.
So is Ganon in
No.
Skyward? He's not.
No,
Oh,
no.
Okay, cool.
No, but Demise is what keeps Ganon alive
Evil.
and makes him immortal.
I get it. Okay.
Not nice.
He was all buff with the red.
Yeah,
and
with the red
and
and like the
big
long
old
flowing
sword.
hair and the
Yeah. The
that's
flame
him.
bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, the evil like glowy Conan of death.
And
Yeah.
of course,
Flame Bridge?
Link's pointy ears, so kawaii. I love pointy ears, especially Link's.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Wait. You can't hear it, but there's actually crickets chirping right now.
Can you put them in later?
Oh, don't lie. You know you love Link's pointy
Although I
ears.
gotta say that
I
like
didn't notice.
They're
'cause I've never
precious.
played it. so.
in Breath of the Wild where his ears have
every game
jiggle physics
ever.
now and they actually
Isn't that
wobble.
Yes. Oh my god,
They actually
so
what?
cute.
They actually wobble kind of in Breath of the
I
Wild.
always have my hood on, so
I don't have to look at the freaking ears.
no, it's just because I like the
Okay,
hood.
let's just get to Breath. Let's just get to Breath of the Wild.
Finally!
Okay,
What
let's
time
get
is it? Jesus. Okay.
We're good. We're actually okay. Yeah, we're about taking as long as we usually do,
It's
so that's
like
fine.
12 o'clock.
So Breath of the Wild, pretty good game.
It's amazing.
Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Sandbox.
Yes, basically.
So good.
I mean, other Zelda games have had open world aspects before. This game is full on GTA.
You have to find everything yourself.
And so I saw a really funny picture before. So we were talking about Link just being an idiot and doing stupid stuff. Sometimes someone did a picture of where when you first. Spoilers for Breath of the Wild. So you wake
This
up.
is the part where you need to leave if you don't want to know anything
Yeah, or
about
just
it.
cover your ears. So
Just no story.
you wake up in the beginning of the game, and you head out, and Link's he's been asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're actually called Link this time.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you walk
can't
out.
change your name.
No,
No,
because there's voice
you
acting.
are
You
Link.
are
really
Link.
bad voice acting, by the way. Not from everyone.
It
but
is not that
Zelda
bad.
is terrible.
Oh, yeah,
She's
she's
not
like,
that
"Link,
bad.
moon rises once again. Please be careful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. It's not horrible. It's not
I
my
don't
favorite
think
though.
it's horrendous.
It's not triple
No,
A.
He's
and that
making
is
it
bad as
seem.
he's making it seem.
Yeah.
It
But
could have
it's-
been a heck of a lot better. though.
Agreed.
So you walk out, and as you walk down, you can.
What's her name's voice was pretty good.
The Zora?
Yes.
Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah, she was
nice.
good. She was good.
Actually, everyone but Zelda was tolerable. It's just Zelda just pisses me off.
the king's voice was
yeah,
pretty good.
King-
Yeah. I like that they're actually talking. Like you can hear
It's
them.
cool to have voice acting,
I actually
yeah.
turn my volume up to listen to them. It's great.
Wow, turn it up.
Yeah.
So you walk down and you meet this old man at a fire. There's a video of someone who just walked into the fire and died and got a game over there at the beginning.
Are you serious?
It's like, go Link! It's like Link just kind of
I didn't see
stumbling
that.
out, kind of like disoriented, and like that's the end of his story. He just dies in a fireplace.
Okay.
So,
I thought he was an owl.
well, not in this
king.
one. He that was an Ocarina of Time. Spoilers for Ocarina of Time, which came out 20 years ago.
Wait, who was the owl in Ocarina of Time?
the king? No, he was the king.
was
No,
not the king.
He was the Sage of Light.
Yeah, he was.
Re-
The owl was just an
what was his
owl.
name? It started with R.
Rafio.
He had the big like walrus mustache. Was it with an R? I swear it was an R. Whatever. Ocarina of Time. We're past that. Anyways, so talk about Breath of the Wild, Junior. Go. I was gonna say like why it was cool.
I thought he was the owl because he looked like it. Yeah, it's a really good game. At the beginning when he wakes up and everything, and then
So explain something to
they
me.
just give
I
you
need something explained.
they just
All right, so
Explain it to me.
give you a certain amount of.
why is it in any open area if you're wearing metal armor, lightning strikes you? That does not
Oh,
make
it
sense.
doesn't make sense.
It's not in any. It's during
When
any
it's
storm.
raining.
No, not when it's raining. When there is a thunderstorm.
thunderstorm.
When there's a
It
thunderstorm.
rains sometimes
but
and there's
that
no thunderstorm.
doesn't make sense.
It's I guess because you're
You're a lightning rod.
lightning. That's what I'm about to say.
That doesn't.
It's really easily explained. It's evil storm
I
caused by
I
Ganon.
feel no. I feel
But
like
also, it strikes everything. It strikes
Hey,
other
stop.
characters and
okay,
monsters too.
have you beat one of the dragons?
Can you,
You
go
can't
into
kill the
it?
dragon.
No. But have you gone to face one of them at least?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like the lightning dragon, whatever
Uh-huh.
his name is, I haven't met him yet. He's the one. If you happen to be
So he's just like going
When-
around up there going,
when there's
guess what?
Well,
You.
because the dragons are possessed by the Calamity Ganon.
Thanks for ruining that for me.
God dang it! I'm sorry.
Doesn't
It's not really.
they aren't even possessed by Ganon, are they?
Yeah,
they are. They don't do anything. They just fly by.
What are you talking about? You don't see him? Like, I feel like whenever I was struck for the first time with a thunderstorm, the freaking dragon just...
That dragon's out to get me.
Yeah, he went by and I was like, okay, he's
Well, no,
gonna kill me
when the
now.
Ganons go by, they like exude like there's three dragons. There's a fire one and a lightning one and
a water
like,
one.
one. And they like shoot off bits of elemental stuff, but it's almost like just by being in their area, they just do it.
Right, so that's
Okay.
why I feel whenever you die from the lightning, it has to do with the dragon. It's not just because it's a lightning
Or
storm.
it's just a thunderstorm.
Whatever.
I hate. Well, we'll get into this, but I hate the rain in this game. I hate the lightning because when it rains,
the
you
rain,
can't climb
you can't climb. The
anything.
rain is horrible. You can't climb because you'll slip.
Yeah,
But
so
the-
you're.
you slide.
But that doesn't make sense either.
Why?
How did that not
You're
make
not going
sense?
to always slide on everything.
It's a video game, John.
It's water. We don't have grippy gloves in the game,
No,
okay?
you have hands, and you're Link.
Yeah, you use those to
And you're
climb
carrying a
crap.
bunch of stuff.
Either way, I don't care for the mechanic.
I don't like the
anyways,
rain.
'cause in a game that's based on exploration, to have a large portion of the game where it rains, just be like, no, you can't climb.
Yeah,
You
it's
cannot
kind of
climb.
dumb.
The only part where it makes sense is when you enter Zora's domain for the first time. It's constantly raining because
That's what's going on there. Yeah.
At that point, I'd be like, oh, it's raining too heavily. Now I can't climb. But otherwise, when I'm like, because I'll be climbing a side of a mountain for something, and it'll just start raining, and I'll just slide off the mountain and die.
You're effed. Yeah.
Britt, did you want to say something? Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I think the exploration is fantastic. I love how you're there and there's not really any tutorials.
It doesn't
it's just
tell you anything.
go,
Yeah.
go,
You
have
gotta go
fun,
explore.
That's the heart
Try
of this
not
game.
to die, but you are gonna
You-
die. Spoiler.
That is the
Dude.
heart of this game, the exploration, and it's very rewarding.
So this game, John,
You die.
so hard.
You die.
Yes.
You're gonna die.
You will
I've died
die.
more times in this Zelda than I think every other Zelda combined. There are enemies, mind you, I've got like 20 hearts. There are enemies that will still one-shot you.
Oh yeah.
The Lynels, the
Oh, I
Centaur
hate
people.
those Lynels.
Those things are stupid.
But they're all elementals too. Anything elemental really,
Yeah.
really
Like,
causes
they
damage.
But
Now,
I
is
do
there
appreciate
ways
the
of
challenge. It's
guarding
not
against elemental things?
There
much
are
that it's
potions and
annoying.
food for
Yeah,
for
and armor
resistance.
that you can get.
Right, and armor. and
Like you
stuff.
get like little circlets that have like elemental resistance and stuff like
Okay.
that. But you get wrecked.
Yeah,
by
you
stuff.
die a lot.
I really like. It's very evident too that they kind of borrowed from other sandbox titles. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I see elements of like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, and Witcher.
And Witcher.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, climb tower to a reveal map has been like the thing since Assassin's Creed came out.
So it just made Zelda even more perfect.
It doesn't make it's not a bad thing. You can definitely see where they have borrowed heavily from lots of other games. But I mean,
And
a lot of
that's
people are like,
okay.
I can't believe they took this from this. I'm like, yeah, but then again, other people have been taking stuff from Nintendo since the 80s.
Absolutely.
So if it's good, it doesn't matter. My overall take on Breath of the Wild is it's great.
And it's still very much a Zelda game. Like, I had an argument
yeah.
with somebody not too long ago because they were like, oh, well, I'm not going to play it because I heard that it didn't feel like Zelda. I'm
got,
like,
like,
you're crazy.
125 mini puzzles.
Exactly.
I mean, that's not even the only puzzle.
shrines
It's
are
It's got
so
the
good.
Kurok puzzles too. The little people.
The
It is
900
still
or
very,
whatever.
so I mean, it's
very much a Zelda
very
game at the
puzzly.
heart of it.
It's
Yeah.
just more open world
Yeah.
now.
So you can do
Yes.
things in whatever order you want. I love so there's shrines hidden around the game everywhere, which is these little doorways you go through that you can activate with your little Sheikah slate that you have, which is like it's a Switch tablet.
Yeah.
is what it is
Basically.
and they're little mini puzzles, and I love it because back in the older Zelda games you would have a large dungeon. And that would be your big chunk of puzzle. And there'd be other little puzzles, but that would be pretty much your big chunk of puzzle solving. And otherwise, it'd be just go from point A to point B.
Right.
Yeah.
In this game, there are, how many is it? Is it like 70 or 100 or something?
Shrines?
Like
There's
that?
125 shrines.
A lot of shrines.
Okay.
And they're all like, usually you can solve them within like 5 minutes.
Sometimes.
Some of them take longer than that.
stump
Yeah.
me, man.
There's one on my thing right now where I'm like,
I was stuck in the Lost Woods forever. 2 days. 2 days.
Lost Woods is the thing.
Horrible.
But it's cool because it's your little bite-sized bit of puzzle, and a lot of times they're physics-based, so it's like Half-Life 2 Portal kind of puzzles.
Yes, that's true.
Which-
Yeah.
No, that
Because of
sounds fun.
You can solve, like, I think half the puzzles I've not solved the way the game intended for me to solve, which is awesome. I love games where it says, here is your answer, or here's the end, get there however you can.
Right.
So there's
Okay.
like, because there's one way where there's like a specific puzzle where like Professor Layton, the first earlier ones drove me nuts, because some of the puzzles there are multiple answers, but if you don't do it in the order it says to do it
Then
in,
you're-
you didn't solve it right.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate that. In this one, you can do things however you want as long as you get to the end.
As long as you get through it, then
you've
that's
solved the
acceptable.
puzzle,
Really cool.
which is awesome because it gives you a lot more freedom creatively to use either your abilities or
Your
just
runes.
just brain power.
And
pretty
that's
much.
beautiful because I think that was the point of the game.
Yeah.
You know, just the freedom
Do
to
it. Just do it.
to explore, to be yourself, to just have fun.
Play however you want to play. Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you don't, I mean, if you want, you can start the game and go straight to the castle.
If you want to, yeah.
You
Granted,
will,
you're probably
you
going to
will
die.
get wrecked unless you're really, really good. But it's a possibility. Though.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
where I am right now, I've beaten all 4 Divine Beasts. I've got like I said, about 20 hearts.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, but I mean,
I've only got one Divine Beast, so.
I mean, I won't say specifically what it is, but so I can go right now and kill Ganon if I want to. There is so much for me to do, and every time I'll turn the
See,
game on,
spoiler. I didn't. Oh no, there is Calamity Ganon. Duh, sorry.
guys, kids, surprise! Calamity Ganon!
God. I was like, wait, I don't know if Ganon's in this game.
Spoilers, you actually fight Midna.
Oh my god.
She's back and she's more of a jerk than she was before. She's like, yeah, you know what? I never liked you, Junior.
That's rude, Matt.
Yeah.
Probably true though.
Can we talk about the runes? I wish there were more runes.
Yeah, the runes are awesome though. So you have, well, it's like the bread and butter stuff though. I can see like Breath of the Wild as kind of like a hard reset or a soft reset for the Zelda style of game, and the next ones will be open world but with more stuff added, like
I
new
hope
layers
so.
onto
I
it.
hope so.
Now, are they already talking about doing DLC for this?
They
aren't
already
Yeah,
have
they've
DLC.
already sold a season pass.
There's
See, that's-
one coming out in summer, one coming out in holidays.
But if I'm okay for them doing, if it's like Bioshock Infinite's DLC where there
I'm-
are story add-ons.
that's
they're doing
that
to it.
exactly. As long as it's
I'm
story.
so burnt on a lot of DLC though, just being these little snippets of crap that they could have put in the game
I mean,
when
if
they
they add
first
like
made.
25 more shrines, I'm going to be upset. But if they add something to the story,
Well, they've
yes.
already said
Yeah.
they're doing a story add-on to it.
Oh, it is a story
yeah,
add-on.
don't get me wrong. I think DLC is terrible and disgusting, but it's here to stay. So either don't get it or just deal with it. 'Cause it's the future.
That's true.
And I hate amiibos with a righteous passion.
But
And hold on. And I hate how the only way to get some content, be it costumes, is through amiibos. So you can get the older Zelda tunics in this game, like from
Yeah.
Twilight Princess, but you have to have the amiibos.
But I don't think that's a big
So
deal
that's
because
why you
from
want
a
my
collector's
amiibos.
standpoint,
yes, bro.
I'm
Come on
gonna
now.
buy those amiibos anyway because I love the way they look.
But that's great.
not everybody
I'm not
feels
a,
that way.
I'm not a collector, but I want all the stuff in the game. And I'm the kind of person where it'd be like, I'd pay like $4 for a costume pack just to have, because it doesn't give
Just
you
give
any
me that so I
bonuses.
don't have to go out and try to find these
But
dang
right.
things
now
because
I
some
have
of
to go
them are
out and
impossible to
spend $30
find.
And
on
sometimes
the
they
Smash
don't
Brothers
even
Ocarina of Time.
they don't even
like,
give it to you right away. You have to like keep doing
you
it
gotta
over
do
and
it
over.
every day 'cause you
like
have a chance to
for
get one.
Ganondorf, it was a specific sword, but you have
Yeah.
to do it all the time until you finally. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just feel like in Nintendo's defense, amiibos were really, really hot. For the longest time they were impossible to find. And so I feel like they feel if you are a Nintendo fan or especially a Zelda fan, you are already going to have these because you just love Zelda.
I
You
think
love
it's
the way
crap,
they
though.
look.
What if I didn't own a Wii U? Because I thought the Wii U was stupid. I mean, mind you, I owned a Wii U, but some people didn't get a Wii U.
I
to this
did not
day.
But
get a
I
Wii
know
U.
people who have bought the amiibos even though they don't have the
It's
system
just
just
for
because they love the way they
collecting
There's a lot
look.
of people who didn't.
Who
though,
didn't,
that now
yeah.
have Breath of the
Or
Wild.
couldn't
But I feel like
find them
most
by
people
time
do have
they
them. So
decided
in
they
their
wanted
defense,
them.
I feel like they were like, okay, well, they sold really well. They were impossible to find. Most people have these.
So we're
Which
going to
isn't-
lock that behind
Which
that
is
thing.
entirely our fault.
Yeah,
because we didn't make
it
enough.
impossible to get. So now I am a huge Zelda fan. I've given Nintendo a second chance with the Switch. I have this, and guess what? I can never get that content unless I go out to a scalper and
To
pay
buy the
3 times
specific amiibo.
Because Nintendo totally benefits
Yeah,
financially
it's
from
true.
me buying it from someone on eBay.
I guess it does kind
They
of put
should
you
have
in that
re-released the
situation.
figures
Well, just-
whenever they
just-
come
just
out.
they
If
should
you
have.
knew that you were going to use these amiibos for it, re-release them.
Yeah.
You would have got Nintendo for money from
just be
people on
fair.
Nintendo. I mean,
I'll pay for it on the eShop. Like, so
Yeah.
I'll pay $5 for every costume. Like I'm happy to do that.
They'll
if it's
probably
there.
do it later. I feel like there's a potential for them to do that later
To
on.
be fair, though, I feel like the Breath of the Wild amiibos are pretty readily available.
But
Those
you can't,
are.
You can't,
Yeah.
you can't get
I'm
Epona
looking-
that way.
I'm
You
looking
can't get
for-
Twilight Princess.
I'm looking for like the older
the hard to get ones
Wind,
from
the
Smash
Wind Waker
Brothers.
Zeldas, the
Yeah.
Smash Brothers Zelda.
yeah.
They're
Those
like
are-
$50-$60
Yeah.
on eBay. It's crazy.
And
Yeah.
that's the only way to get that stuff. Like the only way to get Epona is through that. It's the 30th anniversary.
It's
one, I think?
you just
Or is it
regular
the Twilight
regular
Princess
Link
one?
Smash.
Oh, it's the Smash Link. So
You
the
get a pot
older
of
one.
Yeah.
That's nuts. It's
and
like,
you have to use it like every time you want to get her,
Well,
right?
that one, the first time you use it, you do get a Epona.
Okay.
But there are some where you get a specific item.
Now-
you have to keep doing it to get whatever you're
But
looking
once
for.
you get opponent, do you get to keep
You can
the horse?
register.
You can
Right,
register.
yeah.
You can register up to 5 horses in the game. So if you do happen to get her, you can get her in the game without the amiibo, though.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can. I've read. I mean, it's not proven, I guess, but you can register her, and you'll always
It's
have
just
her.
well, the costumes
Okay.
just
Yeah.
I think are a pain in the butt, and I wish there was a better way to get them. than having
yeah,
those
I
classic
I mean,
DLC.
for me, if the costumes don't actually do anything, I'll deal with what I have.
I just want my dang tunic, man.
And what about the season pass? Does anybody know what that's going to come with? Is it going to have
They
costumes?
haven't said.
I haven't said anything about
So
costumes.
maybe there will be
Well,
costumes
you
available.
you get a T-shirt now.
Oh, I got a Nintendo
Switch
Switch.
T-shirts.
Well, I got that at the beginning of the game. I had
that's
the
right.
chest.
That's the DLC.
Yay.
Oh, that was the DLC?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
The DLC.
Seriously? I didn't know that.
Season pass T-shirt.
That's horrible.
Well, there's like you're getting the DLC mostly for what apparently is coming in the future. It's why I haven't gotten it yet because I don't know what's
I
coming.
went ahead and bought it just to get
But
it.
I would love people were saying like, well, this one you get to play as Zelda when she's doing her whatever she does during the game and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. Well, that's awesome if you can play as Zelda.
that would be great. We
I
don't
feel
know
like
yet.
either way, added story content is going to be rad.
Yeah,
So,
agreed,
yeah.
you know,
agreed.
Because there's so much in that. Like there are areas. I got to an area now where it's just called Forgotten Temple, and it's this massive half
Oh,
underground thing.
is that the black? The black? No, I'm not there yet.
the what?
It's dark. It's black, and you need a light to get
Dude,
past
just,
into this.
just wiggling his hands.
Well,
at
I
me.
can't
The
explain
wibbly, wibbly,
it.
wibbly.
He's like,
Never
why
mind.
don't you understand the blackness?
It's up in the
The darkness.
It's up in the northwest area by the arena.
I don't know north and west and south east.
Well, it's up.
I know north and
well,
west.
Now
South
that I know
east.
that west is to the left, so it's up left.
So east.
The west. But it's just this big empty area, and there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. But a lot of guardians.
Oh crap.
And can we just talk
The
for a second?
music.
The music. So there has not been nothing I can think of in a video game in the past couple of years, like even like not as bad as Resident Evil, that evokes such sheer terror.
Oh yeah, I run away as soon as I hear
As
it.
the music that plays when a guardian sees
gone.
you.
It
Because
is
okay, so
creepy.
guardians, for the record, are these evil robot spiders with laser cannons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they will one-shot you with their laser cannon until I think finally they don't one-shot me now that I have like 20 hearts. They do like 16 hearts worth of damage.
I don't know.
Okay.
I still die right
And
now.
you can block them with your shield, but no matter what shield you have, one shot and the shield's gone.
Yeah.
Huh.
So these things, and when they see you, it's like this really like kind of nice piano loop. It's like ding 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 ding, and then they just okay, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But
So how do you kill him?
I was gonna say I haven't felt quite as awesome as when I first killed a guardian. Have you killed a guardian yet?
I've killed one, but he wasn't walking. He
It was just the turret guardian.
That's just
There-
stuck in the
there's-
ground, turning around.
There's whole fields of like half dead guardians.
Okay.
And you walk through early in the game where it's like, hey, cool, they're already dead, and then one of them will wake up and start tracking you with its eye and try to shoot at you. But You kill them by a couple things. You can stun them by shooting them right in the eye.
I just shoot it over and over again until he finally dies.
When they're walking, though, they walk side to side, like they'll try to juke you. So you have to hit it in the eye while it's locking onto you with its death beam.
And he like tilts over.
And then it kind of like goes like, oh, and you stun it.
And underneath him, you can shoot.
Yeah. So the ones with the legs, after you've stunned it, you can run up to it and proceed to like start hacking off its legs as it tries to wake up and shoot you. So it's this like battle where you're literally ripping this guardian to pieces as it's firing like massive Gundam beam cannon shots off into the sky, setting like trees on fire and blowing up buildings and crap. And then it dies, and you're like, you've gone through like 2 of your swords, you're out of arrows, everything around you is in flames.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool, this is one enemy of like hundreds.
That's another thing too. I hate that. I don't like. I get it.
The weapon durability?
I get it. Like, okay, not everything lasts forever, but give me the chance to fix it. I love this sword. I don't want it to go away.
Weapon durability, I don't like very much. I like the system. I think, for a fact, weapons are way too weak in this game.
Very weak.
Like regular, like royal swords from the castle.
Maybe
break
what 20
after like one enemy.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
It exists to make you to go through and not to just to overuse your stuff. But there are points now where I'm in the game now, I always have good weapons. But there was a point where I would run out of weapons and have to like look around for like tree branches and crap. And it kind of took me a bit out of the game where I wouldn't have good stuff.
A good weapon, yeah.
Spoilers.
But then again, I feel like that lends itself to the game because it's all about exploration. It's
Survival.
about everything. And it's survival.
I am tired of your
it's
positive.
a little hard. Fight me. It's true.
That's why I brought you on the show.
I get it. I get what
That's
she's saying.
the point of the game.
For me, it's more if I just got this really, really cool sword or like a special sword.
Yeah,
it's
I get
gonna
it.
break.
But
I don't
repair
want it to break. Let me repair it.
Some
exactly.
stuff you can. There's like 1 or 2 weapons you actually can repair. Like
it's the stuff that you get from the I don't want to spoil it for John.
But there are cool swords you get though, and they're just dead. And I wouldn't mind like give me like a blacksmith where I can go and be like, reforge this, please.
Yeah,
I'll pay
please,
for the parts.
sir.
Yeah.
One more, please.
I love this.
Give me back my giant boomerang, by the way.
I haven't got a giant boomerang.
The boomerangs are
That's
cool anyways in
I
this
don't
game
really
because
use
they're
them.
melee weapons. But then any weapon you can throw, the boomerangs you throw and you have to catch when they come back. You actually have to button prompt and catch it when it comes
Regular
back.
stuff you can still throw, but they won't come back to you.
So boomerangs come back. But then there's such thing as a giant boomerang where it's like a claymore size, like awesome giant.
So a two-handed boomerang.
Yes.
Oh crap!
You just go,
oh, that's awesome. I haven't gotten that yet.
The sounds, it's so awesome. Like, please catch it. Don't cut me in half, please. It's like, man, Link's ballsy. I'd get the heck out of the way.
Does anybody else miss the roll?
No, and you know why?
Because
there's a jump button.
But I still leave the roll.
Children of Hyrule
Now,
Rejoice.
Now, I want to know how many people got close to an edge or ran towards an edge
And just ran off.
Yeah,
Right
because they
off.
thought they were gonna jump.
Dude, I got out of the
have to jump.
tank in the beginning of the game, like the thing you're sleeping
Yeah.
in, and was trying the buttons, and I jumped. And you guys, I called you.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a jump.
Yeah, you did.
I just sat there like hoop for like 5 minutes. Britt was watching
Still
me.
missed the roll though.
I do
Why?
too.
I don't know. I liked
Like
rolling
the
out
dodge
the way.
roll was
The
nice.
dodge,
No,
yeah,
dodge,
exactly.
I
yes.
just jump.
Dodge was
And
good.
I feel like the dodge roll would make sense when you're fighting enemies.
Exactly.
like
For
so
sure.
you can
There's
learn.
no
So I think
rolling.
they should have left that in
I'm
there.
willing to sacrifice the role for the ability to jump, though. Any day of the week, I have never been happier to be able to jump in my life.
It's good.
It's
But I
like
do have
when
to
you
question
could
why
crouch
they
in Mega Man, man.
Why
It's
did
like
they
this amazing
add
thing.
something good but take something away that was equally
was
good?
already
Why
good.
not just?
Every single button on the Switch controller you use. Every single one. No, that's true. You use every single button. The face buttons are dash, weapon, jump.
There's attack. There's jump, run.
The other one does stuff too. I forget what it is, but it's there too. I guarantee
no.
you, every button does
There's
something.
there's running. There's jumping. There's attacking. There's the B is just to cancel.
The other one is to shield smash. It's perfect guard, I promise.
You sure?
Yes.
I
Yes,
don't
you
know
have an
about
attack
that.
button.
I'm gonna go
you
try
have a
that. I'll
run
let you
button,
know.
You have a jump button, and then you have a Link can shield bash.
So
people.
whenever you're blocking,
Yes.
you press that and it.
when an enemy swings, you can either dodge, which is cool because if you dodge an enemy swing
No,
just
that's
right,
the same button. That's the jump button.
Let me finish, Dad. If you jump at the right time slows down and Link can do like a whole bullet time, like wow, like
That's
multi-hit
still
thing.
why. That's attacking.
why. But
To attack.
if you don't, would you shut up? I know.
B does nothing.
If as opposed to jumping, if you hit B at the right moment, Link parries with his shield. and just
Okay.
it knocks them back.
Don't shake
It's
your head,
true.
Junior. You-
I will bring this
Try
game
it.
out right
Let's
now.
do it right
and show
now.
you. Talk about the game, Brittany.
You just dropped my chips.
Talk about the
Talk
game.
about the game.
Talk about the
I
game.
want to
What's
see
going on
this.
right now?
Talk about the game right now.
The stamina. Let's talk about the stamina too.
Stamina is
stamina when I'm
cool.
swimming. When I'm swimming, I'm
Yeah.
gonna drown if I have no stamina.
You could float
Yes,
there.
that makes
I
sense.
can
Hold on,
float.
look,
I could
now
float,
look at this,
right?
Junior. Look at
Why
this.
can I not
okay.
float?
Junior,
Okay.
Junior.
Why
look-
can I
Now
not
look,
float?
folks, I've got my
I
switch
guess.
out right now, okay? So B, put your weapon away, okay? A attacks, all right?
What is B
X
doing? What
jumps.
is B doing?
B, put your weapon away, and then you run, okay?
Oh, you say you run with B?
Wait for it, A goes, hua!
Oh,
hua!
A,
You
I
see,
thought it was
it's a
B.
button, you
All
punk.
right, fine. I thought B was.
You can't see that, users, but Junior's got
He
owned.
proved me wrong. Whatever.
So every button does
Still,
something.
okay. Back to stamina.
But I feel like that's a realistic setting. It's
No.
not new to games.
Also, if
it's
you're-
not a big deal.
Not when
But
you're
it's new to Zelda.
Not when you have 1,000 swords in your pot. But
Yeah.
this goes back to the Doom guy thing. Where do you keep all these
Well,
swords?
I mean, how can he even at that point? How is he climbing with all these thousands of swords
It's a
in his?
bag of holding.
That's why you have a stamina
Play
bar.
D&D. You'll learn some things. It's an extra dimensional space.
It's a cool
horrible.
idea because otherwise you could just sprint forever or climb forever. There needs to be limits to it.
I get
And
it.
I get
I
that,
think
but
with the
it's-
swimming, though, I get where you're coming from. If you're constantly moving, yes, stamina's going to go away. But you should be able to kind of just float there
well, you
a
can.
bit.
Your
You
stamina doesn't get
can.
out when you're floating. It's only when you move.
Only when you
But
move,
when
yes.
you're done with your stamina, you drown.
Because you can't.
When your stamina
swim
gauge
anymore.
is gone,
Junior,
Okay,
you
let
but,
me-
drown.
but it's getting low. Can you just stop?
Yes,
Yeah, it doesn't
and,
go
it,
back up
and it'll
again, though. You have
stop.
to-
Oh, then shut up. But
Look, Junior,
come
so
on.
Junior, if you go out to like Galveston right now, okay,
Yeah.
and you just go swimming out into the ocean,
I can float.
If you get tired,
I can
Guess
float.
what? You're probably gonna drown.
No, if I get tired, I can float. I'm gonna float back to the shore.
There is a point, though, where you can't keep your
sink.
body up.
Yeah, you go bye bye.
So what
that-
about all these like water movies
about
where
the
they're
people that-
surviving for like
Well, I
millions
was
of
saying the people
a
that
bunch of
the people that
days?
drown out. Like, have you seen Perfect Storm? The guy floating, like Mark Wahlberg, he didn't survive that because he just magically floated. Okay, he ran out of
So
stamina.
is that why you're
and
saying
he
in
sunk.
Titanic that Leonardo DiCaprio dies because
Yes.
his stamina was
That
gone?
is-
His
That
stamina
was
was
really,
gone.
really
He didn't level
cold.
up stamina. He had too many hearts. Way too many hearts. He put too many points into art.
I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it makes sense.
I
Also,
get.
you don't swim
Yeah,
much in the
I
game
just
anyways.
don't like
If
it.
you can stop and
I,
it, and
I
it
want to
rebuilds,
swim.
then
That's the
fine.
point.
Yeah. It's
No,
because
no,
like,
that
you can,
stupid leaf
you can
to get on
upgrade
the
your stamina
boats.
anyway. Your stamina.
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 You know what I mean?
stamina.
Yeah,
can
you
upgrade
can,
it,
but
so-
I'd rather have hearts.
Also, though,
It's no
you can
biggie.
have you can create potions to increase your stamina, or you can improve your stamina
Are they
with
permanent
spirit
increases?
orbs.
No,
yes.
it's
Oh, that's
no,
cool.
it's not.
Yes.
The
Well,
potions,
the potions no, but you can
the
permanently
potions are
increase your
temporary.
stamina. When you beat a shrine in the game, you get spirit orbs, and every 4 spirit orbs, you can either. John's making funny faces at me, but I'm way too used to this by now.
You can either-
you can either get a piece of heart or a heart piece, heart container, or a chunk of stamina.
I love those
and-
little shrine dudes. How they're just like
The shrine dudes are creepy.
There's so many of them
The,
too.
the
Like
shrine dudes, they're
Who do you
Sheikah-
think they used to be?
They're monks.
Theory.
They're Sheikah monks.
Yes. Good theory.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No,
think
and
so.
you go, you beat the shrine, and there's this Sheikah monk inside this like little like shielded area,
And he gives
he's
you
this
his spirit.
desiccated corpse.
He dies.
Oh,
Who is
okay.
like, hello,
He's like,
hero, and he gives you like a chunk of his soul, and then he disappears. He like fades away.
Kalimba.
Pretty much, but reverse. But so you can take 4 of those to either improve your stamina or your heart. So for the most part, you do your hearts.
Okay.
I put like 3 of them into my stamina, so I love climbing and stuff.
Okay.
And it's a cool. For the most part, I can climb just about anything with 3 hearts and the climbing gear I got. Do you have the climbing gear yet?
I have the hat
I have
and
the awesome climbing bandana where I look like a pirate,
and the tunic.
and then the cool little like climbing hat, which is a sleeveless shirt, and he has like bandoliers on
mean
it.
the
That he doesn't
climbing
actually
shirt?
use. That's his shirt, right?
You said hat and then hat.
Yeah, Link wears his hat around his chest because
Yeah.
he's a very scaly man.
That's right.
Whatever.
But you climb faster with that, which is nice.
Okay.
Do you get
It's
pants
what's
later
climbing
too?
gear. I don't know if there's climbing pants.
Oh, okay. I haven't got
could
the
be
climbing
wrong.
pants yet.
But there's the arm. There's so much armor,
And
in
they
this
all
game.
do different things. So stealth, attack,
Like the ninja stuff.
climbing, swimming.
The ninja stuff equals Link puts his hair in a ponytail.
Oh, the
Like-
Sheikah
like little-
stuff.
yeah, like little ninja Link.
Yeah.
But there's plate mail. There's cold weather armor. There's like this really cute like because when you go to Goron, you're on Death Mountain and you actually start to you burst into flames literally.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
need armor for it.
Yeah.
It's this cute like little tin can armor.
So
with,
back to like
slinky
Ocarina
arms.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's not a red
Okay.
tunic though. It's actually like a suit of armor.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like, have you guys seen Return to Oz?
No.
You know TikTok?
That creepy
It
movie.
looks like
love
that. With like the slinky legs where Link's like, choo,
Yeah.
choo, choo. He doesn't walk like that, but you feel like he almost should like wobble everywhere. Like, I'm the hero of time! Or the hero of the the wild hero.
The wild hero.
Hero's gone wild.
Heroes wild.
And honestly, to be fair, Junior, how is this any different, the stamina thing, than like getting a blue tunic or a red tunic or whatever?
They're magical.
I guess.
What's
They have
the difference?
I guess. But
I'm
I
just.
I
I'm
feel
talking
like,
about in real life. Like I'm gonna float.
No, you're not.
will
You're
float.
gonna sink like a rock.
I will float. Like let me float to where I gotta go.
I think we should test this.
It's like, dude, this,
Let's
this,
test
this,
it.
is a
Let's
test.
go to the ocean.
We cannot
No,
test this
because
because
you'll
it'll
be,
never come
like-
back.
you'll be so
I'm still for
fatigued
testing
that
this.
We're like,
you
hey, I
won't
guess
be
we were
able
right.
to-
Bye, Junior. Can I
It
have the
doesn't
truck?
take nothing to just float there.
I think you would be surprised.
I think
to
you
find out
would
that
be
it does.
surprised. Let's do this.
You'd be too fatigued
He just
to
swells
do that.
up like the
On our
blob.
next
Last
video.
episode Junior's ever
Or not
gonna be
video,
on.
what are we
said,
doing?
Put Junior in a pool and tell him to swim for like an hour. I'm like, all right, now float, punk. All right, now make the water work like waves. Let's see how long he can stay up there.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do it.
I just personally feel like it was a similar concept, just taken to
Yes,
the next
I just don't want to
level.
murder Junior. I mean, you can be ignorant and not dead, and it'll be all right. But
Let's move on.
right.
So, willing to chance this.
They put the Korax back in this one.
yes, the
I
Korax
I
are
love
there,
the Korax. They're so cute.
which is why this is a continuation after Wind Waker, by the way. Let's talk time on this.
Yeah, okay,
I
that's
think-
what I thought too. Maybe.
Yeah, I think this takes place after sometime because it
Wait,
mentions in
after
the-
Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
you said.
because it mentions there's a bit in the story where it says 10,000 years ago.
Says that-
So that's plenty of time for
Oh,
the world,
yeah,
to,
yeah,
for the
yeah,
world
yeah.
to drain. Also,
That's
can I-
true.
So Breath of the Wild, which is currently not my favorite Zelda, but
It's
may-
getting there
may
for me.
overall be the coolest Zelda ever, and let me explain to you guys why.
Okay.
Okay. So you see this in the trailer, John, but there are four big things.
I didn't see it in the trailer.
Divine
I never
Beasts.
watched
You see
the
them in
trailer.
trailers. Yeah, you do. The giant bird. You see them in the trailer. Shut up.
I didn't see it in the trailer.
I'll have to try to watch this
Light
trailer.
spoilers then. You see these big animal creatures walking
Okay.
around, and they are called divine beasts.
All right.
And it turns out the Sheikahs, which were this awesome, ancient, technologically advanced race, created these divine beasts along with the Guardians to
Okay.
fight Ganon. Okay, so the divine beasts are these big mechanical constructs that people had to pilot. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I get
So
you.
the Legend of Zelda has giant robots. Oh my god!
See, I feel like if it was in the trailer, you would have already been excited.
Sorry, and there's an army of semi-autonomous giant laser spiders. This is the coolest Zelda ever.
So he actually does have a laser sword.
Yes, and that's it. When you kill the Guardians, they actually drop,
drop laser
You can have a
weapons.
laser sword. Remember last show I was like, would it be cool? if
Laser
we had
sword,
You
laser
can!
axes, laser spears,
can!
laser bows,
Yes.
right? Is laser,
No laser
no,
bows.
there's ancient.
But there's ancient arrows that
arrows.
create freaking black holes.
Yes, that is pretty
you
cool. I haven't
have-
used it yet.
Oh, well, it creates a black hole.
Thanks, Matt.
It's like a little like.
Appreciate
Wait,
it.
do you already
He did
have
say
it?
spoilers.
I got one, but
you
I
haven't used it.
I got one for it's one.
The
I didn't
arrows
want to
are
use
super,
it.
super rare.
Oh, okay.
They're like light arrows
boss
from the
fights.
old games, pretty much. Well,
Yes,
if you hit a
or
guardian in the
Ganon.
eye, it actually like sucks it up pretty
Oh,
much.
tight.
It doesn't
I'll
actually.
use that
It does
next
like a
time.
black hole like animation, then it blows up. But
You just bring down my hopes. Shut up.
That's cool.
so awesome. But yeah, so there's giant robots in Breath of the Wild, and that's amazing. I was like joking about how it'd be cool if we had like a sci-fi Zelda. This one's pretty damn
Kind
cool.
of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 100 years after the
1,000?
10,000 years. No, it's
Yeah.
10,000, and then you've been asleep for 100.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's still fantasy, but they're like the Guardians are robots. The
Why aren't
divine
there
beasts
cars?
are robots.
Because you're still in the wild. There's
It's
horses.
the wild man.
I'm
There's
just,
a breath.
you get where I'm coming from. I
Yeah.
mean, after that long,
I get
technology's
it.
kind of hit this stalemate.
Well,
where
you know, it's like nothing has wheels. Apparently, they haven't figured out wheels just yet.
Yeah, they have a.
What about
they're-
carts?
There are carts.
They're
there's
riding on
there's mine
wagons.
carts.
They're-
Yeah.
they're riding the whiting.
Well, also-
they're riding on
You
wagons.
could also
guys.
think about it as a kind of time machine concept where they advanced so much that they basically kind
Oh,
of
went
destroyed
back to the
themselves
Stone
and then
Age?
went
Yeah,
back
it's
to the
kind of
Stone
like
Age.
retrograde now. where
That
Exactly.
makes sense.
The technology's all super ancient. So there may have been cars at some point, but it's all been destroyed. Because the way it happens, and once again, this happens in the first 5 minutes of the game, when Ganon came back, he possessed all the robots. So he possessed the divine beast. He
Because
possessed
they
all
were
the
good at
Guardians.
once.
Oh, okay.
They
Gan-
were made for goodness.
Yeah, they're all like Power Rangers Zelda, pretty much.
Okay.
Because you had like the mammoth and the bird. And
Go, go, go,
so
go,
cool!
go,
Go Zelda Rangers! Giant robots in my Zelda game is the best. So in this game, Ganon's almost like a virus.
Calamity Ganon
Yeah.
is what his name is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he actually like possessed these different.
I'm
things.
hoping. Have you beat the game yet? No,
No,
right? I'm
no.
hoping that there is a real form to Ganon at the end. I don't want to fight Mist.
Spoilers. There's not.
Come on, why are you telling me?
Well, no, you fight something that's. A little
Well,
bit more
don't tell me. I'll
substantial,
just
but-
find out on my own. Shut up.
Okay, sorry.
They come together and become Mega Ganon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Great episode.
Well, because in every divine
I
beast
want a
you
real
fight,
flesh
you fight
Ganon.
this thing called like something blight Ganon. So it's like wind blight or fire blight.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot in the
Yeah,
main
and
dungeons
it
or
literally
whatever.
comes from the core of the machine. So it really is like Ganon becoming a virus and
Right.
possessing
That's true,
or
that's
infecting this stuff.
Right.
Okay.
And which one did you beat, Junior?
The elephant. That's it.
The elephant. That one was actually pretty with a spear.
It was easy.
It was pretty hard, I thought at first. 'Cause I had to figure out what to do. The hardest
Like
one
to
was
beat him or to beat the whole dungeon?
no, just the thing. The thing with the spear. At first, I was like, wait, no, I have to do this and that. And
the thing with the spear.
yeah, the spear. It had a spear. The boss had the
Oh, the boss. That's what I'm talking about. The
Yeah.
boss. Yes, he did as. Yes.
I also
yes.
ran out of arrows, so I was like, how do I stop this ice blocks?
Yeah.
Oh god! But there's a couple like the one you fight. The desert one's a camel, and it's all lightning. It goes like all Goku on you and goes really fast and stuff. And I mean,
I haven't got to the other ones yet.
it just. I'm not telling you how to beat it. I'm just telling you what it does.
I don't care what
it
he
just. It goes.
I
Like,
would have thought he would have been heat because he's a camel and it's hot in the
Wait,
desert.
but it's lightning. Heat's the one in Death Mountain because it's a volcano.
Okay, thanks. Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, you want to tell me what the last one is too? Might as well.
Sure, it's a goat.
no, it's a lizard, isn't
no,
it?
the bird
it's a-
one. The bird one actually has like a cannon. It's like
Well, the bird
shooting
should
at
have been
you.
lightning. See, you didn't messed up on my theories.
I'm sorry. I'll get with Mr. Nintendo about this.
It's like
you know.
Zapdos.
We're good
Mr.
friends.
Nintendo.
And
Don't you bring your Pokemon crap into my Zelda game with giant
It
robots.
should have been-
Do not.
it should have been
Do
Zapdos.
not. I'll kill you.
the lizard should have been.
Go on. What's that?
Waiting.
Go on. Charizard.
No.
It's not a dragon. It might as well be a lizard.
Did you say okay.
Shots fired.
I should have not said anything. Are we done?
No.
Can I have
No,
my
one
question?
more thing.
What's your one thing?
For real though,
The Korax. They're cute. Yeah. I
they
know.
are adorable. But Link's ears on point.
Oh, for the love of God!
I always have a hood on.
No, so the
kawaii.
Koroks. We were gonna get to this. So the Koroks.
They're so cute.
They're
And the
hidden
way they talk.
everywhere. There's
I love them.
I think really the number is like 900 of them around the map.
Yes.
Jeez.
But
Little
you-
900 mini puzzles.
Yeah, see, there's like you can either like they're literally sometimes just under a rock in a hard to reach area, or there's little puzzles you have to solve to get to them. Like you have to hit flowers in a certain order, you have to catch them and they're invisible. But you find them like, oh, you found me. Here's a seed. And
How are
you
you supposed to know that?
you
It's
just see
random.
it in the landscape. Yeah.
Yeah, like if there's a that's the open field and there's one rock there,
Lift
go
the
pick it
rock.
up.
Yeah.
And he's probably under.
Or there's some stuff where you'll be on top of a hill and there's a boulder, and way down the bottom of the hill there's two trees that
Yeah,
are kind of lined
you
up like
have to go
goalposts, and
through.
you have to roll it down there and score a goal.
sometimes
It's like, ah!
sometimes it's more obvious. There's like a pattern of
like
six
blocks
square, yeah, six
that
blocks,
you have to match up.
and you have to put one block on the other side to match it to the
But
one
just
side to the other side.
hundreds and hundreds all over the place. Like I think I've found maybe like 80 total so far.
I have not gotten that many.
But you use them to expand your inventory, so your shields, your bows, and your weapons, you can expand their storage space. So it's
oh,
definitely
and
worth
the
the trouble.
food, the cooking.
The cooking, we didn't get to the cooking
It's
yet.
awesome.
I love how he sings.
Yeah.
This is
So
Who
you
sings?
find stuff in the landscape like mushrooms and stuff.
Where
Okay.
am I missing the music?
Yeah, I
Is
saw
my
that.
Switch defective?
Are you
I
playing
can't
it in handheld
hear-
mode or in console mode?
Both.
In handheld mode, he doesn't do it. But if you put well, the way so let me explain for the people listening. So with the cooking, you in your inventory select different bits of food, so like raw
Pizzas?
meat and salt and pizza, and you can hold up to 5 things at once. So Link just has this handful of like fish and
I
stuff.
love it.
And you can there are
thing-
fireplaces with cooking pots. You just throw it in. And it
cooks
kind of
it.
bounces around. This cute little music where it's like,
And he just stares at it.
I
so
never
cutely.
hear him singing.
it's
Yeah,
really
he hums.
cute because there's like this
It's
cute little
adorable.
this cute like little drum thing when
Yeah.
it's cooking and stuff. It's really
and they
cute.
cook something for you.
And the thing pops out, and that's how you heal.
Well, different things do different.
It's really cute.
Different foods
Have
do
you
different things.
screwed up yet, by the way?
Oh yeah, and I got the dubious
Yeah,
food.
if you screw up, there's food and it's like censored. It's like blurred out because it's so ugly. It's
like
like
pixelated.
you can eat this if you want. It probably won't kill you.
it's
I've
just
only
if you,
done that
put,
once.
if you put stuff together that
Put,
doesn't
like,
go
rocks
together,
in it or something or whatever.
it's pretty cool.
It's hilarious.
What else was I gonna say?
But we were talking about the music in the game. The music in this game is very
oh
different.
yeah,
than the other
where
Zelda
I
games.
don't,
Beautiful.
It's-
Yes.
I don't hear it.
But
Is
you
it because
primarily play handheld.
is it the
looks
same
like.
thing though because of the handheld?
Well, no, it's very ambient. Where if you just walk around, there might just be like some very gentle piano accents.
Yes, but I swear you can hear elements or like little snippets of
Yep.
past Zelda
Depending
songs.
on where you are and what
of
time
other
of day
Zelda
it is.
songs.
Also, it's just like in the dungeons. Did you notice where it starts off as a certain song, and as you get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
puzzles, it builds.
I feel like for me it's more of
It's kind of
when
an
you're
ambient
exploring.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm just running around trying to find things, I don't feel like I hear any
there
music.
isn't a lot of music when you're just running around.
Well, that kind of sucks. I
when
miss
you're on
it.
a horse, though, there's
Twilight
always
Princess had
music
a
when
bunch
you're
of
on the
music at
horse.
the beginning.
The horse music that plays is the best horse music for a Zelda game I've ever
need
heard.
to hear it
Where
again.
it sounds like you should be like riding through a field on a horse, and then if you ride for a while, it just builds and it builds into the classic Zelda theme.
Okay.
It's just not. Gotta agree. It's not as good.
It's
As-
very different. is it as memorable in most cases? No.
Well, it's very subtle, but it's still very beautiful.
It's very good. It's
Am I
all
gonna
very
like it as much as when I listen to the Skyrim music when I just walk around?
No.
No.
Well, no, because it's
That
a
just
lot
gives
of
me a basis.
It's a lot of piano. It's all
Yeah.
a very it's more ambient.
like
Slow jazz.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's super.
Just Link walking through the night with his horse. Yeah, looking for that princess. She walked through the door. Oh God, Link's never gonna dance again. So it's good, especially in certain parts like the Zoro domain music.
Okay.
It's still really
Cool.
pretty. You know, there are still like primary musical pieces. It's just not there isn't music playing all the time. Because you're meant to be
I'll still
out
wait.
nowhere.
Just to wait.
I'll still wait.
You still wait. It's
By the time
it's,
he starts to play it, I'm still not gonna be done
I know,
yet.
it's
That's a long game.
real good. How many hours are you into it right now?
I don't know. I don't even know how to look at that.
30-ish.
But I put it down. Like I don't want to play it constantly.
Oh, I'm just gonna knock it out. Dude.
I also don't want to like mess up my Switch. I feel like it's capable of lasting that long.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We don't
I'm
know.
playing through. I'll probably actually beat it here next week, and then probably just go back to it again. I'm currently going around trying to upgrade my armor, and you have to get through the dang dragons. So you have to find these stupid dragons which spawn in certain areas at certain times of day, and then shoot an arrow at them. And sometimes they're way up there in the sky, so you have to get these scales and teeth
Hey,
and stuff like that. And
hey!
it's like, come here,
Come
let
here,
me
dragon.
kill you. And then they fly away like freaking Falcor, the Electro, just
Basically.
Never-ending story.
Yeah, like little
Back
Falcors.
to never-ending story. Have
All
you
the
guys
time.
noticed how this is very much The Legend of Zelda, the Ghibli edition, too? Like Studio Ghibli Junior. Do you know who
This
that is?
particular one?
Yeah.
Because of the Korax?
No, just you know who Studio Ghibli is, right? Like Spirited Away.
Yeah, I know. Totoro.
Yeah, Princess Mononoke. This looks something
Ponyo.
like right out of is it
Ponyo.
Miyazaki, right?
Ponyo.
It is Ponyo.
Ponyo.
Sorry.
It is Ponyo.
Ponyo?
Oh, you mean what? Ponyo. Is that what you're
Ponyo.
saying?
Ponyo.
I say Ponyo.
Ponyo.
It's Ponyo.
It's not Ponyo.
It's flipping
But
Ponyo.
you don't think so, though? I think this looks
No.
so Ghibli. Brittany, am I wrong? Does this not look like hardcore Studio Ghibli Zelda?
No.
With like the art style and everything else?
No.
I'd give
what are
my
you
opinion.
I
kidding?
guess
but
I
I
can
haven't
kind of
played.
see it. I feel like there's a lot of. I feel like it's pretty whimsical.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
is way My Neighbor Zelda here. Like
I could-
hardcore, dude.
I sense a lot of whimsy in this one. Like I get that vibe, so I could see how people are making the comparisons.
Meh.
Right, fine, whatever. Just
If that's what you want, that's fine. If you want to see that, that's okay.
I hate you
I
guys.
want better music.
Okay, so what else before we wrap up? What else do we need to talk about on this one?
For that
For
particular
Breath
game.
of the Wild, yes.
Um,
So the rain sucks. The lightning even sucks even harder. Although it is funny if you're in a battle with an enemy and you throw a weapon down, he picks it up like, "Hey, weapon!" and he gets struck by lightning
Yes,
and
that's
dies.
funny.
That's hilarious. I wish you could like charge weapons with lightning, like you could. This goes back to Minecraft, but if like you hit a creeper with lightning, it become like a mega creeper. It's scary because it goes faster and blows up harder. But
I think that's
so
it, though.
let's talk technical issues really quick.
Tactical.
Technical, not tactical issues.
Is it tactical?
So
issues?
It did sound like that.
tactical
Right?
issues. Let's talk
Oh my
tactical
god,
issues.
I'm ready for this fight right now.
What are you saying? Technical of
Okay,
what?
okay. Technical issues. So Breath of the Wild, when you play it in console mode, runs like crap.
I
play it in
do
what mode?
not
In
believe
console
so.
mode, docked mode.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, I know so. It runs terribly. It
I don't
drops
agree.
frames left
I
and
mean,
right.
I've only played it maybe 2 or 3 times for a full day, and I don't really tell
No,
the
it
see a
runs
difference.
bad, dude.
I
Like-
don't think so. I think that's an over-exaggeration.
No, it's not.
I
okay,
do.
Okay, the frame drops where, and I'm not a big person who's like, it's not 60 FPS, my gameplay. No, but like, I mean,
sounds like.
if there are parts in the game where I can see it noticeably go chuk 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 and start to chug, that's no good. But that's not so bad. The game will freeze periodically, and it's not just
I
me.
also haven't
Now, is
seen
this
a
when
lot
you're
of
doing
that either.
console or
This is in
handheld?
docked mode. In handheld mode, it runs fine because it's upscaling. That's why it's working harder in dock mode than it is. In the,
I have
in
not
the,
encountered this issue.
Well,
I-
guess what? Thousands of people are. So.
But I don't think it's a big deal. And with all due respect, this kind of
But-
angers me. If gamers worldwide can forgive the flaws of Skyrim, Oblivion,
But
and Fallout, then you
Skyrim
can definitely
has bugs.
forgive
Skyrim
these
doesn't
flaws.
freeze when you hit something. The whole game locks up for 2 seconds.
I
at a
also-
time.
Yeah, but you can, kill somebody and then it doesn't register and your game is forever glitchy. You can't turn in a
I'm
quest.
I'm not
Like,
forgiving that at all. That's what Skyrim has a problem. That's why I don't play.
people hail those
Hank,
games as like the greatest games ever.
They're doing the same thing to Zelda, but they also acknowledge its bugs and acknowledge its problems. And it's not being called the most perfect game in the universe. All I'm saying is that, and I'm not even giving it as a fault to the game. It's a fault of the Switch's hardware for not being able to keep up with something in 900p.
I personally don't feel like it's that bad.
Well, it's bad enough where the game shouldn't have been getting 10s. I don't care. Because for the exact same reason why Mass Effect Andromeda is getting 6s and 7s right now.
Because
it's got animation problems and design problems where things glitch out. The exact same reasons it's getting 6s and 7s are the reasons why Zelda got 9s and 10s. Bias. I don't
think
care.
so. I don't see that because I don't feel like Zelda's that bad.
10, okay, Zelda's getting 10s, Brittany. That means perfect game. Perfect games do not freeze up when I kill a moblin.
Then it should have deserved a 9. But I don't think it freezes up that badly.
All I'm saying is there's parts where the game's still fantastic.
Maybe you're overworking your Switch, Matt.
By playing the only good game on it right now. Yeah.
But playing
What about 1-2 Switch?
But playing it constantly.
To be fair,
that game is fun.
Hey, yeah, that is actually very fun.
not
This
worth
game.
$50.
No,
Snipper Clips is fun
not
too.
at all.
Snipper Clips is great.
That one's super
That
cute.
was also $20.
They really should have given 1-2 Switch with the
Launch
console.
title.
Yeah.
All I'm saying was it's
the
more
only
of a
game I
negative.
played on it.
It's a negative against the Switch more so than Zelda because the Switch is just proving its weak hardware.
Yeah, it's not. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the game got a 10, not the Switch.
It's still pretty bad. And if it was any other game other than Zelda, people would be hitting it a lot harder. I guarantee it. But because it's Zelda and because it's Nintendo, it gets a pass.
Maybe nobody's nobody knows because nobody's docking it because it scratches the
Okay,
system.
so let's. Ouch. So let's say that yes, because it's Zelda, blah blah. But I feel like it balances out. There is so much good in that game, and if you can forgive flaws in other games, it deserves
I'm not
its
saying
score.
I can't forgive it. All I'm saying is people are saying, whatever.
I don't forgive it. I have the ability to mod the other ones.
All I'm saying
he's just
You
saying
can't
that
on console.
you can't.
I don't play 'em on
bypass.
console.
You can't just ignore it like it's not there. You have to acknowledge the fact that there are issues.
you
with
can
it.
ignore it. You can just pull it off the dock and then play it.
and then it scratches your screen again.
Yeah, exactly.
All I'm saying is it's a problem that I think needs to be acknowledged. And I'm not saying. I mean, I've played the crap out of Zelda, obviously at this point, but I'm able to look at it objectively, be like, okay, well, that's a problem, and that probably should have been fixed. Either the Switch should have been fixed, or the game should have been fixed to run better on the Switch, where it doesn't just lock up. Because I've had it happen, like, not in necessarily, like, tough areas. I've just had it where I'll fight an enemy on a mountainside, and I'll hit it, and the whole game will just stop for a full second or two. And then it'll start going again, like, wow. I'd be worried about my system dying if I didn't know this was a common problem for the game. So that kind of takes you out of the game sometimes. And I knew I was going to be alone on this one because everyone's like, don't talk bad about Nintendo.
I've
true.
just not
It's just-
encountered this issue. If I have, then I would be with you, Matt.
I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to, to point out that sometimes people jump on bandwagons and it's not fair.
Of course. And the same thing can be said for right now. People are jumping all over Mass Effect Andromeda saying it's absolutely horrible. It's a fun enough game.
But nobody likes Mass Effect to begin with, so.
And for
Screw
me,
you.
to enjoy my games, it doesn't have to be like the most technically perfect or savvy game on the most powerful
That's true.
system
All
ever.
games have bugs.
I play
But it
games
has
to enjoy
run,
them.
But it
to
has
have
to
fun.
run right, though. All I'm asking is for it to run right. It does not.
So
need to
how
be
many times did it
perfect.
froze on you?
It happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and then the frame drops happen all the time also. Where it depends on where I am. But like in the Lost Woods, it happens all the time. I guess because it's all the grass, but it happens. Like the frame drops happen.
I feel like I
lot.
haven't seen it that often, but I haven't played it as much as you, to be fair. So
And it only happens in dock mode. It does not
But-
happen in handheld mode. Because it's not running as high of a resolution. So the Switch doesn't start to cry where it's like, I can't do HD, Matt. Don't make me.
But do I still think that Zelda deserves a 9? Absolutely.
I'd give it probably a high 8. I'd also dock it a point because there's no fishing. You know what? I got so hyped because there was a loading screen where it said fishing tips. You want to know what fishing tips are? Fishing tips are go swim and grab a fish. That's not fishing.
Do you have a spear?
No, well you do, but you can't use it.
You
though.
just grab
You
them.
just swim and go. "I did but done."
And you grab the fish.
Although I've noticed you can do redneck fishing. You can throw a bomb in the lake and it kills the
Oh,
fish,
yeah,
and you just go
and
pick
you
them
grab
up.
All right.
But I was so
That's
was
fishing.
like, yes, man, sandbox game. It's Zelda. It's gonna have great fishing. No
Nope.
fishing. Minus 1 point
That
from
is
the
kind
movie
of
right there.
weird that they didn't throw that in there.
Right? It's
in
like,
a
well,
They
they
didn't
sandbox
want to give us
title.
fishing poles.
They
It's
can
to the
deal-
point I kind of want to get with the developer and throw him in a river and be like, go get
Go
one.
fishing,
Go
buddy.
get one.
Go catch one.
Prove to me that's how you do
With
this.
your stamina bar, buddy, you're swimming through Lake Hill. You're like, come on, base. Let's
Oh yeah,
go."
strap on these swords first.
So I'm hoping they'll maybe the like DLC and some fishing. Like screw the story add-on, screw the T-shirts. I want a fishing rod, so I can go fishing. at Lake
Zelda,
Hill.
The Legend of Fishing.
I'd play it.
That's what you want,
I'd
don't
play
you?
the heck out of it, man. I really would. Legend
You
of
get a
Zelda.
little fishing hat with like little hooks.
With
and
like plus 6 to fishing?
Yeah.
Hell yes. Oh my god.
Stupid.
You get ones for climbing, and it's a bandana. How does that make
And
sense?
You need to climb. I don't
But
need
you
to
don't
fish.
need a bandana to climb.
I need to fish. You know, 'cause
Putting on a bandana is not going to make you go up a tree faster.
you know, it helps you. It keeps your hair out of your
Exactly.
eyes.
So the weight of your hair is down, so it makes you go faster.
String would keep my hair out of
Well,
my
yes,
eyes.
but it's a bandana
They're
instead.
not gonna give you string.
Like the magical
Climbing
twine.
plus
no,
3.
man, use the string with the reed to call your bird. But overall, it's a fantastic
It's
game.
a great
I think
game.
personally worth owning a Switch for, just so I can take Zelda with me on a plane.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. The flight to Boston, I was like, I beat one of the Divine Beasts on the plane. Where actually it was the flying one too, so it's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm really in the sky. But it was pretty awesome. Even giant robots notwithstanding, gives it major bonus points for me. Cause yes,
My God.
but I'm so excited, I'm dying. Junior, did you have anything for me? I know you have some notes on here that you're gonna probably.
No, this is all after.
Breath
Breath of the Wild is an amazing game. That's all I got.
It's a great game. If you have a Wii U,
awesome.
buy it. If you have a Switch, you probably already own it because that's what there is for the Switch. Unless you have Disgaea 5 and you imported it like me, like a cool
Hey, there's
person.
Binding of Isaac.
You know, Binding of Isaac is fun, but see, I've played that. But then, like, there's Blaster Master, there's Fast RMX, which is the only
Has
F-Zero
been
on the video game.
Heroes.
That
That's
too,
later
which comes
this
out,
month.
yeah.
Mario Kart.
I
Mario Odyssey.
have Mario Kart.
I don't have Mario
Mario
Kart
Odyssey is
8.
going to be fantastic this Christmas when it comes out.
Lego City is also later this month,
And
isn't it?
Just Dance, guys.
Hey, that game's kind of fun.
Oh, okay.
It's called DDR.
You move more
I
and
watch-
just dance.
That's right. I mean, you want to watch You ain't seen me play DDR, buddy. Watch
One
a
to
fat
Switch
man
is
jiggle.
actually really fun, though. It has like, what, 48 mini games?
Which one?
Well, One to
It's not
Switch.
40. It's like 20.
It is.
I don't
No,
know.
it's like
I
it's
played
40
someone else's.
it's
One of our regulars.
Still not
48.
worth $50.
Thank you. Good
No,
night.
but it's good.
Should have
I
been
don't
a
know.
pack-in
48
title.
mini games. That's pretty reasonable.
That you're done with in like 5 minutes, though. I mean, I will fight
I
this all the way
guess.
down the line. That should not be a full price
It
title.
should have gone with the
At
console.
least a $20 game.
Like, I wouldn't even pay full price for Wii Sports. I played the hell out of Wii Sports, man. Like, my
Mm-hmm.
God, tennis. Ooh, boy. Whew.
yeah, I
bowling.
wouldn't have played full price for Wii Sports.
But it's worth more money than Win 2 Switch, though.
we still play the bowling game on that.
Yeah. I don't know. It just felt like it was a glorified tech demo, and Nintendo wanted more money. But I mean, really, can you say it's any more than that? It's like a bunch of mini games that's a tech demo. It's like, look at our HD Rumble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tech demo, definitely, but I mean, it's fun with the other person.
It's like it's
so.
fun. It's definitely fun, but it's just no.
Yeah, I got you.
No. Okay, so Breath of the Wild. Anything else from anybody? Britt?
Nope.
Well, I'll try it.
Give me more
later
stamina.
in life.
More stamina. We'll put more points into
All
stamina.
right, so
No
we
fishing.
need stamina, some fishing, lightning, not to hit everything with metal. 'cause
Let me
that doesn't make
fix my
sense.
sword.
I've already got laser swords. I'm content.
Yeah.
Jack
I
To
robots.
fix my laser sword because
yeah.
my laser sword will break.
If they're a lot stronger and those break, I get that because maybe you don't have the technology to fix that.
Like the laser sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a regular sword, yeah, anyone should
Where's
be able
my
to.
anvil?
Yeah,
There's got to be
you
like
should able
they
to.
got a special shop who he only goes and gets ancient laser parts.
You mean a blacksmith? Well,
So-
actually, that exists, by the way.
So
there's a tech lab
you,
where you can go.
the hero, the only one able to kill these guardians, you're expecting some other schmuck to go out
hey,
and
Well,
Hey,
there
he
actually
just
is,
picked him up off
there
the
actually
floor.
is a
He didn't
schmuck
kill
that
him.
can build you guardian tech later on in the game, where he's like a scientist.
He hasn't done that yet for
Have
me.
you noticed
but-
how
but
everyone
it's,
is
But
like
it's
a-
when you bring him stuff, he doesn't
Yeah.
have it.
No, you have to bring him parts, and he's like, "Cool, I'll build you ancient arrows."
because he's not going to go out and get it himself.
because he's like this big.
Oh, okay.
Have you noticed how like
He's the same size
everyone-
as you, fool.
No, he's not.
Yes, he. Are you talking about the same guy?
I'm talking about. Have you been to the second tech lab? where
No, I want to be
Robbie-
the first tech
Yeah,
lab.
he's
first
as
tech
small
lab,
as like
sorry.
check it, that cute little girl. Have you noticed how everyone in this game is like 200 years old?
Yeah. I mean, she looks like she's like 5.
Impa is this other guy over here. He's like 100 years. Like everyone's like 300 years old. It's like no problem. We all live forever
They're
in
still
freaking
alive.
Zelda. No problem.
Maybe everyone's
Immortality.
dead. This is the afterlife.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
Creepy. Zelda keeping it edgy.
Okay.
Okay, so Breath of the Wild, Dunskies. Let's wrap up. Junior, what do you have? I see you have stuff.
Yes, it's your time.
Yeah,
Hurry up.
dead air for the win, baby.
I guess we're running out of time anyways. Who was everybody's favorite Ganondorf? That was my question.
I have to
Windmaker.
say,
Now, okay, so are we going to sum this as Ganon, Ganondorf?
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
Well,
Not Ganon.
that's like 3 games then. But
Yeah, there were only
Okay, fine. All of Ganon or Ganondorf.
his favorite Ganon.
Ganon.
Favorite Ganon.
Okay.
I have to say Wind Waker
Yep.
because he was sympathetic and he was kind of philosophical.
He was very fleshed out. He's a 3-dimensional
Yeah.
Ganon.
So, and I really liked that.
John.
I kind of have to agree. I don't want to, but I have to. Now, design-wise, I like the look of Twilight Princess's Ganon the most.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
The calm crown.
But character-wise, Wind Waker was the better one. And I still like from Ocarina of Time, but I like after you beat him the first time he turns into the giant pig demon, because pig demon.
That one
yay.
looks cool. Yes.
With the giant tusks of doom.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Man.
Go ahead, Junior.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I would say Wind Waker, but that's
you
what
would.
everyone said. I could also very easily say Ocarina, because where you actually get to learn more about Ganon. There's a special place in my heart for Twilight Princess Ganon, not so much from the game, but from Smash, because it's old man Ganon. And everyone knows if you played Smash, when Ganon walks and he comes through a portal like, like this old grandpa Ganon, like coming to kick your butt kind of thing. But
I like the being sympathetic for Wind Waker because, oh my god, well, let's feel for him. But in Twilight Princess, sure, he was very evil. He took over Zant, and he used him to come back. He's just, to me,
Sant did
that
that
was
willingly.
the most, huh?
Sant did that, though.
No. But he thought it was his idea. But Ganondorf was the one
was
that
puppet master in that jump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, he was just
did
the
it on his
most
own.
evil in Twilight Princess, and I love the design. But my favorite design was actually Hyrule Warriors because he had the long hair and
Mullet
and he
Ganon.
had the two swords.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a really good design. But Twilight Princess, my favorite Ganondorf. That was my question.
Breath of the Wild Ganon's pretty cool because he's a computer virus now.
Nah, I don't like that.
He's like weaponized Sheikah Ganon of death.
That's kind of not fun.
It'd be better if he was like in a giant robot at the end.
No.
Or it'd be like
I want a flesh Ganon to shove my
Ganon.
laser sword down his throat.
Ganon.
Gun Ganon. Yes! Sorry, hi.
Just this giant mecha boar.
Someone give me fan art. Yay. Do you have anything else in there, Junior? In your repertoire of notiness.
Oh, well, we had what I mean, I want to play like a midnight game. That'd be kind of cool. We were talking about that earlier.
Well, one of my questions was here at the end. So Breath of the Wild's come out. Most of us either played it or have seen enough of it. What do we want to see out of the next Zelda game?
More music.
And let me cut this off right now. I don't want it. It has to be a Zelda. It can't be like a Ganon game or a Midna game. Because frankly, Nintendo's never going to make one of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say aside from games
Well, we've already said we
with
want
characters that we want.
I hope to God we'll get one, but realistically, Nintendo's it's always going to be Link forever. John really has something here. What's he got?
I would like, with the way that you guys have kind of described the world now, for Link to realize that he is in a game.
Oh.
Deadpool Link?
No. He's on the grid, and this is just a representation of real life for him.
That'd be interesting.
Like he's been there the entire time, having to relive this over and over again, and you're trying to get out.
Awesome. Brittany?
I don't know. I really like this one, this latest one. I feel like it's pretty close to perfect. I think with some added elements.
It could be the best game ever.
Legitimately,
Yeah,
yeah.
it could.
I feel like add a few things here and there. Add the fishing. Add the stamina thing.
I mean, not
remove stamina. Stamina's
That's
gotta
a
be
big
there.
deal to you.
It's more of the swords. Like I want to keep my sword.
You know, change a little bit.
Well, you realize
polish the game.
You can buy a house and hang up swords.
Someone was
right?
telling me that, so
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do that.
But that's cool. But it's like, I want that sword. I want to use that sword. I don't want to break it.
But I feel like
if I get a second one, then I'll break that one. But I'm gonna have one for display.
The Great Flame Blade. That looks so awesome.
That one's awesome. Did you get a Thunder Sword yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you noticed how the weapons, if you have a warm weapon, a fire weapon, it keeps you warm?
Really?
Yes.
I have not noticed
It's
that.
super awesome.
But I feel like the road that they're on right now is pretty great. So I'd like to maybe see it elaborated.
Yeah, it's like another sandbox open world Zelda game with better aspects.
Yeah, for sure. Was that what you have, Junior?
Oh, I want to amend the game.
You're not gonna get one because she don't like you.
I don't know. Put Link in the truck.
Like Eurolink Simulator.
I mean, they're putting Mario in a city.
But that kind of makes sense.
No, Mario's never in a city.
Except for all those times he has been, like in Mario Kart with Toad's Turnpike.
That's true.
Okay, but I'll take that. So
Give me cute little monsters to help me. There's no sidekick in this
that
one,
you
is
can
there?
capture and level up.
Yeah, shut up.
It's freaking beautiful too. I love it.
That there's no sidekicks?
Well, Zelda
I mean,
technically is your sidekick, where she'll be like, Link, horrible accent, this, blah, blah, blah.
You're awful.
He's
It is
right.
not that bad.
It is pretty bad, actually. I agree with that on
Link
this
must
one.
climb the Sheikah Towers and hop off and do a thing of hay.
I believe
Wait, wrong
in
game.
I believe in you.
Oh, yes. Well, I was gonna start talking to you. It's like,
Oh, no, where you guys are going with this?
take the comb out of your hair because it looks stupid. Oh man. What I would like to see in the next Zelda, though, I'd love for them to stick with this open world system because it works really well.
yeah.
It does force you to think for yourself and kind of go in your own direction.
More runes.
Which I love.
More runes is great. The runes that exist are cool. Like you have, we never got around to the runes because
We did it.
We are tangent cast.
Bombs.
So you have remote bombs. You have regular spherical bombs, and then
Are
cute.
bomb chews back?
No, but you have bombs that
I
are
miss
cute, but they're
bomb
all
chews.
remote. So you
So
can
you have
throw
bomb
them-
arrows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the runes though. So you have bombs. You have magnesis, which is anything metal. You pull out like a magical magnet and can lift things that are metal, which
Okay.
is ridiculous in some cases because you can pull chests out of rivers, and
The sand.
Yeah, out of the sand, or you can like there's giant metal balls that fly. You can actually stop them and like swing them and crush enemies with them and stuff and everything. There's
That sounds pretty
stasis, which is so awesome. You
Yeah.
can freeze an object in time, either an object or an enemy in time, and you
Oh,
can
you're
walk
on
into
the
it.
grid.
Exactly, you're on the grid.
You're on the grid. Ganon's just the virus that is
So
this
Zelda
entire
Tron?
time.
Tron Zelda.
Tron Zelda.
Tron Zelda.
Next
So
game.
stasis, you can freeze stuff, right? And you can impart force to it, so you can beat it, and its
Shoot it
force
flying.
like, builds up, and then when stasis breaks, it just shoots off in that direction.
Okay.
But then you can be weird with it and actually climb onto stuff and then like ride them like magical surfboards.
I
of
haven't
death.
done that.
Yeah, like the things like a tree, you can stasis the crap out of it and then hop on, and it'll just like shoot off like a spear. You can ride it across
That's
the
awesome.
map.
I'm gonna try that.
What else is there? There's
the ice.
Cryonis.
Yeah.
Which is a lot less useful, but you can just create pillars of ice in any kind of water, be
Okay.
it horizontal or vertical. So you can just
You can use it for
stuff.
platforming purposes.
Yes.
Okay.
So instead of me having to swim, I could just
hop along.
do that
yeah.
over and over again
Which
and
actually
hop on the
helps
cubes.
a lot of times because sometimes you don't have enough stamina, so you can just hop from thing to
I
thing to
definitely
thing.
don't have enough stamina because they didn't give me any for swimming because I can't float. You know, can't float to my destination or nothing.
Well, yes, because you have like two lightning
move
great
my
swords. you actually have to move.
Although
That's-
you can
That
like
would
ride
be
the
funny
current
if-
sometimes.
It would be very funny if you got into the water and you had an electrical weapon that had just killed you.
Actually, if you use lightning arrows in water, you can kill yourself.
You can. You'll hurt yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's pretty awesome. Then if you're in the rain and if there are like Lizalfos with lightning arrows, you get wrecked.
Yeah, they kill you.
Because it hits you and it creates a widespread area of lightning death.
Mm-hmm.
This happens because it happens on the way to Zora's domain where it's like, hey, buddy! Yeah,
Nice.
lightning resist
Alright.
is good. Lightning resist
I
is
think that's
real
all
good
the
there.
runes though.
There's the other ones that don't actually do anything. Like there's the camera and the amiibo
Amiibo
rune
thing.
and stuff like that. But those are the big ones. There's anything we're missing?
That's it.
Yeah, so there's not a lot, but
I
they're
want there to be
all
more,
like
but
really
there's
cool
not.
physics tools that you can screw with.
Okay,
Like I've
cool,
seen
cool.
there's videos of people making catapults where they can launch stuff, which is pretty awesome. Where they
Really?
get like a chest and then a plank of wood, and then drop a rock on it and send you flying into the air and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can like launch your horse and the horse actually just runs off and gets pissed at you. Your horses can die in this game, by the way.
No,
My first horse died, and
Mine
I was
haven't
really
died.
upset. I had this really cool horse.
Can you
His name
take
is-
the meat?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, you can, and it's horrible.
Oh yeah, I don't like killing the wolves.
But they attack me. I get that you only have to kill one at least. And then,
I
like,
run
back
away.
off,
Like
bro.
I don't want to hurt them.
I have a horse like the wolf.
There's like a pack of wolves
If
that
it,
come
if
at
it
you
howls, I
sometimes.
just stab it. Like, oh, like give me your raw gourmet meat, sucker. Get out of here. You can tame them though, actually, which is pretty cool.
How?
I don't know. I've seen it done.
Have you rode the? I like how you can ride different
You
animals
can ride
too.
like deer and bears and stuff.
I rode the bear, and then I rode the sand
The
walrus.
sand seals.
Yeah, the sand seals. Those are so cool.
One of the best original ideas Nintendo's had for something ever. In the desert, there are these giant, and they're big walruses, but they call them sand seals, and they swim through the sand like
And
a
you're
Beetlejuice sandworm.
you're like
and you can shield surf on the back of them like
Are you
da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
shield surfing? I think you're just doing it with your hands.
You're on a shield,
Oh,
and like you're
cool.
riding a shield, and you like have
Yeah.
It's like you're surfing.
Yeah,
Or-
basically.
or
Whatever I
sand
think
skiing.
Whatever it's
Oh,
called.
the sand seals.
When
are
you're holding
great,
on to something
though,
on a
dude.
boat and they're taking you.
They're just these big fat blubbery things. They're like, woo, and if you like don't sneak up to them,
They're
like,
really cool.
They go, woo, like hop away into the sand and
I want
swim
a
off.
tame
and-
animal. I want to tame a bear to like be my buddy.
Yeah, I wish you could tame bears.
You can only tame wolves. You can't tame bears. What the hell?
Have you seen the giant horse? So there's different horses.
What
Spoilers.
the hell? There's a giant horse?
Gerudo horse. It's like
No.
twice the size of the regular horses.
Okay.
I spent Britt, an hour
Trying
trying
to
to tame
tame
it
him?
because it's really sensitive to sound. So if you take off all your armor, you're quieter. So I did that, and I took some stealth potions and walk up to it, and then it requires so much stamina to catch
a horse. Yeah.
I had extra stamina, and then I took a stamina potion like midway because you'll hop onto things and you have to like tap like the soothe
and
button.
it uses up your stamina.
Yeah. So it's so awesome. And everyone's like, my God, what is that monstrosity? Because it's this gigantic horse that just crushes everything.
It looks so funny riding that thing.
Yeah, because it's like tiny little legs, like
I'm gonna get him.
big giant monster horse, but it's awesome. There's like a skeleton horse you can get.
Oh, what the? That's
Yep.
cool.
You can't keep it though. Because you should have rented the leather. They're like, hell no, bro.
That sucks.
But there's a white horse you can get.
I want a
was
white
like,
horse.
Which was like the descendant of Zelda's horse.
That's
pretty cool.
I'll name it
Steve.
No, what's Death's horse in Darksiders? The the pale rider. I forgot the name of the horse.
Steve.
No, stop. Okay, anyways, that's cool. I want a white horse. Yeah, there's different colored horses.
All
and
of my
stuff.
horses are actually names in different mobile suits. So the blue one's Methus, the white one's the White Devil, which is the. It's awesome. Don't judge
Where'd
me.
you get the
You're
white horse
judging me,
at?
aren't you?
I'm judging you.
We need to stop. We need to hurry up
I'm
and
trying to
finish
think.
this.
Yeah, no, I don't remember. It's
That's
near
fine.
one of the stables. There's a quest for it.
I'll figure it out.
I was all over the map today.
There's
doing
so many
things.
things.
It's crazy. So does anyone have anything else? Zelda-wise, are we good? Are we done?
Questions, comments, concerns?
They should give him an ocarina.
Yeah, that's
That could be DLC.
An
Yeah.
instrument of some kind.
Yeah, some kind of instrument would be kind of cool. More
you just
music.
get the crank music box.
Oh God!
No.
That would be nice to be able to
That'd be
turn
awesome.
off the rain from how it sounds.
That's
Sweet
true.
Jesus, yes.
That would be
The
cool.
only thing, something else that bugs me is you have like a shrine detector that you can turn on and off, but when
Oh, yeah, I
you're
hate that
nearby,
stupid noise.
It beeps and it's like doot doot.
It
doot,
doesn't
doot,
stop
doot, doot.
unless you turn it off.
Yeah, and you can turn it off all the way, but then you have no idea where
you don't-
shrines
yeah,
are.
you don't know where your
Sometimes
shrines are.
it's like, can't there be like a middle button where I can just see it flashing and
Right.
it's not just like it's like an alarm clock. It just will not shut up.
Okay.
It's horrible, but it's great game overall. Anything else, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen?
That's all I got.
Robots, anything?
I think we covered all the good Zelda games today.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. I don't think we missed anything. Did we miss anything?
And some of the handheld stuff, I guess, but that's really remakes. So
We talked about that in
Yeah, all of the HD remakes. and stuff like
Retroland.
that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ocarina of Majora. I mean, just it is what it is. Okay. Anything else? No. All right.
No, I'm done.
Final words, John.
I'm hungry.
no, I didn't have much to input on that last one. Just I haven't played it.
You need to play it.
You got to find a Switch first.
We got Wii U's here. You should buy one.
I don't want a Wii U.
We'll get one for Black Friday. You can buy it then. A Switch, half off. I'll buy me another Switch when we get one traded in.
If we get one, I'll buy it.
Cool. Junior, anything else from you, sir?
No, sir.
I can
I'm
never find one
done.
anywhere else.
Brittany, anything else from you there?
Nope.
All right. Well, this has been episode 15 of Game Overcast. As always, if you have any comments, concerns, thoughts on Matt's thoughts on Zelda, it'll be
Thoughts on Matt's?
thoughts on my thoughts on how I didn't like Skyward Sword.
Thoughts on meds first, and then Matt. I was like, what?
Do you have any thoughts on meds or giant
Let's
robots?
keep me
Or...
feeling normal.
Thoughts on
Oh,
Zelda?
well, if you have any other cool stories to share with us from Zelda, we are happy to hear from you. I'll do this really slowly now because Junior's looking at me. Podcast at GameOverVideogames.com. That was so hard! My God, how you talk so slowly? It's weird.
Let's do it on purpose. I talk really fast too, but you have to sometimes do it on purpose so people can understand
God,
what you're
it's
saying.
so challenging. People just need to learn how to speak Matt.
Well, I mean, they can't do that all the time.
Okay, it's like I'm gonna do.
Not everybody's
I'm gonna just do a tape on how to speak Matt. Like, hello, everyone. We're gonna learn to speak today. We're gonna speak today. We're talking really fast like this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. No.
No, they're not going to learn that way.
Well, there'll be subtitles. Just really like speed reader.
He said.
It's like, blah, 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 blah. Matt said robots are awesome and sometimes pizza, but more often robots. Thank you for listening to this episode of Game Overcast. As always, I'm your host, Matt.
Junior.
John.
Brittany!
Why are we just saying our names?
It's
I'll
Morphin
miss
time! Tyrannosaurus!
We're leaving.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye-bye. Hello, and welcome to this month's episode on why you might be insane for not going to Classic Game Fest this year. Do you like video games? Of course you do. Well, it stands to reason that you like video game music. Well, did you know that this year at Classic Game Fest there's going to be a ton of awesome musical artists? No, really, people like Mega Ran, Tech Forced, The Returners, and Descendants of Erdrick, and many, many more. It's going to be awesome. Wristbands are on sale now. Have you signed up yet? Well, why not?